Live. We are live.
We are live.
Two.
Not for long.
2.5. Coming up live from fictional New York City. It's Saturday night.
Hey! Boo, boo, boo. Oh man, it's been a while, guys. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, everybody?
I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Zach.
Fresh cup of comics live.
Fresh cup of comics. Oh man, it's good to be back after. This has been a hell of a week.
Hell of a week.
It's been a hell week. Yeah, just hell week in general. Yeah. But yeah. Anybody watching yet? Any takers?
No.
No.
So let's fist fight right now.
Right. This is the time. This is the time to fist
Link
fight.
says sup.
What up, Link?
Oh wait. Link. I gotta do that every show. Every show he's on.
We got 3 people in
Okay, I'm gonna attempt this now. I'm gonna attempt part of this.
Your magic feet.
Yeah, thank you.
Spider-Man will be able to.
though.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he got it. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Some got on the table, but we're okay.
I just didn't want it to run off down the cup that way,
And
you know, because when it
electronics, yes.
physics.
So I had to do my phone.
Physics.
Ramos says, yeah, I made it this time. I thought.
Nice.
Ramos.
All right. Okay. So we got a few things to talk about today.
Not a lot.
Nothing. Yeah, not as much as it was last episode, but I think we got some important stuff to talk about today.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the list.
Go, go, go.
All right. So first one I want to talk about is Alec Baldwin. First was announced to play Thomas Wayne in the Joker movie. And then since then, he's announced that he's no longer playing Thomas Wayne because of scheduling issues.
His game show.
But the game show.
He's on a game show now, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like something match game or some weird game. I forget what it was. One of the older games back in the day.
I guess he probably thought that was better than dying.
Yeah.
That's Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
But
it would have been in short roll.
the rumor was, or I don't know if it was a rumor, or if it was announced that that's what they were going for. But apparently they were going for a Donald Trump like Thomas Wayne. Like they wanted Thomas Wayne to be Trump-like,
As far as.
So is that why he?
like the businessman that he is.
So is that why he?
Like the way he
bowed
acts,
out,
like a big bolsterous. So I guess that's why they went with Alec Baldwin. I don't know if that was confirmed or if that was just like
Something that somebody said.
Yeah. But my thing, apparently, Thomas Wayne is supposed to play a role in this movie, in the Joker movie. So I don't know how that would play.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't really know what they're going for with this Joker movie, to be honest. Like I don't know what they're going for, because like I feel like we should just be focusing on the Joker, but I guess we're gonna focus on the Batman portion of it, like the Wayne family. I don't know.
Ramos said, such a corny movie if it was true. Like how lazy you got to be.
Oh, Alec played Trump. Let's make Thomas a shitty Trump. Checks out. Yeah, that was my first thought, actually. My first thought was, oh, you gotta be Trump-like, so let's cast Alec Baldwin. Yeah. But, I mean, he's since dropped out, so it makes me wonder, first of all, what do they have planned for
Donald Trump?
For Trump Wayne.
Donald Trump.
For Trump Wayne.
Trump Wayne. Trump Wayne.
And who are they gonna get to replace Alec Baldwin if that was like their first choice? You know, like who's gonna, you know. But anyway, small little thing. I just wanted to kind of talk about that because I really don't want Thomas Wayne to be
Trump in a Batman movie.
like, because like, what does that make Bruce?
Yeah.
Is that Melania?
It just means that the apple fell very far. Very far from the tree.
With Thomas Wayne built a wall and then Bruce Wayne perches on top of it. Keeping watch.
Watching over this town.
So
It's bad.
yeah. So apparently the DC Universe streaming service has been announced. It's going to start going live on September 15th.
Yeah.
And then Titans will officially debut on October 12th, and we're going to be getting a new episode every Friday. So it's not going to drop all at once like Netflix does. We're going to get it weekly, but still it's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
the DC streaming service, I guess they're going to give it some time between the 15th of September and the 12th of October before they release their first big live action show on the streaming service. With that, they released a couple of new images of the characters. It's basically just they were all same color grade, like greenish in a warehouse, basically. It looks kind of eh. I don't get Titans vibes from it at all.
Yeah.
But we'll see where it goes. They still show Starfire looking like a corner worker. So, but what are you guys' thoughts on Titans? Like, are you guys excited to see it? Would you rather they dropped it all at the same time?
I just, I mean, I have to wait. Like that's really what it is.
At least
Yeah, I
for
just
the
have
for
to
the
wait.
first episode, I'm gonna have to wait. You know, like
Mhm.
to really tell you if I like it or not.
Yeah.
From what I saw, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Young Justice, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Young Justice, of course. But I
Yeah.
mean, like that's animated. Like they nail it with an anime.
Yeah, between them having that and then all the animation and the movies, yeah, I'm down to have it. Like even if they didn't have the show,
Yeah.
the Titan show and Swamp Thing.
I think more people are. I think so. Yeah, the Titans show is going to be a good thing. You know, all the new shows that they're putting on there, but I think people really are getting that service solely due to the fact that you have all of the animated content
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
some of the
And
a good portion of the live action stuff in one spot.
and you can
Yeah.
read the comics.
Yeah,
And
or you can
comics.
read
Yeah,
comics
that's cool.
too. So it's not. I mean, me. I know I'm gonna get it for. I know I'm probably gonna get it for the animated stuff for sure. Just that it's all
Yeah.
in one
Yeah.
spot.
I mean, what, $8 a month, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Starfire's costume is.
Liar, don't let the hooker dress distract you.
I want to see her final form.
You forgot to plug in your microphone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
It's
fine.
too late.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just realized it.
Rainbow said, did you see that there's also going to be a daily show on the service called DC Daily? John Barrowman's going to be one of the hosts.
I did not see that anywhere. What? I actually didn't see that.
John Barrowman. That's Dark Archer
Yes.
from Arrow.
Yeah. Handsome Jack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Jack Harkness.
Yeah.
Doctor Who fan, sorry.
Sorry.
Doctor Constable what?
Who? Who?
Doctor Who.
Did you see who they cast as Mr. Nobody?
That's actually one of our stories. That's actually our next story.
Mr. Who?
So speaking
Oh,
of
Mr. Nobody.
Speaking of the DC universe, Doom Patrol cast Alan Tudyk as the villainous Mr. Nobody, the main villain in the Doom Patrol series.
I don't
He's
know
a
who.
Firefly fame. He played.
Well, I mean, I know that guy. I know who that guy is.
Oh yeah,
but
he's a voice actor.
I know the actor,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Voice actor.
I still don't know the characters in Doom Patrol. Like who, like who's Mr. Nobody? If he's this villain, what's his powers?
I don't remember. Couldn't tell you.
He's an interdimensional character. I forget what his power is, but he's super weird. Like in the comics, like his head is shaped like a question mark. It's super weird. I don't know how they're gonna do it in the show. I guess they're just gonna make him like a regular person.
Ramos says he feeds off of sanity.
That's what it was. Yes.
Okay.
He feeds off sanity. Yes. But they were saying like the description of him in the show is like he's an adversary for like against the Doom Patrol, but he's also respectful of them. So like he respects what they do, but at the same time,
Okay.
like he's their enemy.
Okay.
But he's gonna be a crazy character. I'm excited to see how they put him in the show. You know what I'm saying? But Alan Tudyk, I mean, like, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He did he did a lot of stuff, a lot of voices. He was in Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was funny in that.
He made a cameo in Deadpool 2. He was one of the rednecks, if I remember correctly. The rednecks that Cable talked to, and he's like, "What year is it?"
Oh really?
What kind of stupid question is that?
Oh, that's right. He was.
Yeah.
Um,
Alongside Matt Damon.
Yeah, that sucks. I wanted Alan Tudyk to play because he was one of my choice roles for oh my god, for the Blue Beetle and Booster Gold movie that they had talked about. I had wanted him to play.
Booster Gold?
I think
No,
no, he's more of a Blue Beetle character. I
Okay.
kind of wanted him to play Blue Beetle, but that sucks.
Alan Tudyk?
Yeah, because
Interesting.
with Alan,
Like the original Blue Beetle, not the one they have now, where it's the.
Yeah, no, not
Spanish guy.
not Reyes. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. That's how I think of when I see Blue Beetle.
That I do
It's like
too.
the
Only
new
because of Young
Yeah,
Justice.
no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the old, old school
Okay.
Blue Beetle. Yeah, no.
Which Young Justice 3, they're gonna have the.
I'm talking
Beatles
about Ted
still.
Cord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too well versed with Blue Beetle, so I'm not really sure.
The original Blue Beetle was
Ted Cord, yeah.
Ted Cord, and he was a white guy.
Nice.
I like that old costume.
Old school, the spandex.
Yeah, and the goggles.
Yeah, that's who I kind of wanted him to,
It was cool.
to be. And then Booster Gold, I think I wanted. What's his name? The
Brad Pitt.
Captain. What's his name from Firefly?
Oh, Nathan Fillion?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, them two together would have been.
He would make the best cheesy Booster Gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's who we. That's
I
what
like
we try to
Booster
go
Gold
and
too.
get.
Now,
That's what we
like
try to
I've
do.
read about him in certain comics. He's a cool, interesting character that he got his powers necessarily from the museum.
Well, yeah,
He
just
stole tech
Yeah,
and
he stole
stuff.
tech and
Douchebag from the
Douchebag in the future.
I am
Booster
I am-
Gold.
I'm not. I mean, I like Booster Gold, but I'm not a fan though.
No, I'm
I
not
like
saying-
them, but I'm not a
I'm
fan.
not saying I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I never knew about him until
Yeah,
I
yeah.
read these recent comics of
Well,
Batman.
it's
and stuff.
because he's such a cocky
Yeah.
super cocky superhero.
Yeah. That's part of
who-
his charm.
Yeah, but like he
Ryan just said John Cena as Booster Gold.
No.
It comes like this.
He's waiting.
My time is up. My time ain't now.
Right?
Ryan said I want Terry Crews to play Bishop. I mean, I can see that.
I just want more Terry Crews in everything.
Ramos says you're all getting Spider-Man on PS4.
Of course.
These two have it.
I pre-ordered multiple copies of the collector's edition.
I'm actually going to be streaming it on our
Next
official
weekend.
Twitch next weekend. I'll be streaming it Saturday and Sunday for anybody who can't play it or anybody who just wants to see a playthrough of it. They can tune in and play along, watch along as we play it. I'm going to be hoping. I'm hoping that I can beat this story and the side quests and just find all the collectibles in that one weekend. That's the goal. And if not, I mean, whatever. But I mean, I just definitely want to get through it because I know if I don't beat it that weekend, I'm going to be avoiding spoilers like the plague.
Yeah.
Oh
Can't
yeah.
do that to myself.
We'll have some fun with it.
I don't
I'll be there.
I don't go on social media regardless, but
See,
yeah, that's something
Yeah.
you gotta worry about.
Yeah, because I just go, I go through all the news and stuff. So if I see something, like even in the comments section, somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this person dies," and I'm like, "Thanks, thanks."
I
Comment.
know, Yeah.
Ramos said, "Y'all want to let me come over to play?" Ryan
Yeah,
said,
we'll be streaming it.
"What about the special edition PS4? It's red with the giant spider symbol on it."
Yeah, that sold out quick.
Yeah, it did.
That sold out quick.
I was looking to get it, but
He wants to
I
spray
don't know. And if I did get it, I was spray painting it. I'm gonna keep the red, but I'm spray painting the white part blue. Like I can't that color that I hate that suit.
He hates whites.
With
Whites of any shade, you know what I'm saying?
it's just
somehow he likes us. I don't
it's
know.
it's just that I don't that spider and then that suit. I
Yeah.
don't know if I get it. Yeah, I'm definitely spray painting the white
That's
part blue.
crazy.
I have to because it looked better. You've seen it. Like you're telling me it wouldn't look better if the spider was blue
Not to me.
instead. No.
And
No,
personally,
guess.
I love the white spider. You don't like it. That's something we disagree on. But I prefer it. I like the white symbol. It's
I just
something
don't
special
care.
to this game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but like I don't know.
Just like the Iron Spider was something special to like the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like his
Yeah.
official suit from then on. It was
See?
just like something special.
Ryan's agreeing with me. The controller doesn't look bad, but the PS4 is bad. Laugh out loud. Navy blue would look better. Ramos said it's hella patriotic. Exactly. Those are the issues.
Well,
I'm just gonna take a knee for it. That's it.
take a knee for it.
No.
Bend the knee.
Bend the knee at the.
Boo boo bee boo small says spoiler Zach. Everyone dies in the new game. Well, dang. What's the point of them buying it now?
Yeah, right? Yeah. Peter Parker dies. Mary Jane dies.
Sorry, that's my wife.
Everybody
My wife
dies.
likes to ruin everything. Sorry, guys.
Thanks, Thanos.
Yeah, she snapped her finger.
Could you imagine if that was the ending of the game? It was like tied into the movie somehow.
What if the game
Yeah.
was just like you turn it on and then that's it?
Yeah, just the game, your
It's
console
just-
just disintegrates.
It disappears.
Ryan says it looks awful. Wait, what looks awful? The PlayStation or the game?
Probably the PlayStation. Or the White Spider.
Yeah, or the
I was gonna say the game. Wait, you played it?
But if you look in the comment section of a lot of the Spider-Man PS4 like videos and stuff, it's totally split. So you have people who love the White Spider and you have people who hate the
Quickly
White Spider,
Ryan
and there's no
type.
middle ground.
What?
quickly Ryan type. Spider suit, yeah, he doesn't like the suit. Yeah, I agree.
I love it.
Oh man,
Love it.
you don't.
I love it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I pray to it every night.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Little shrine, you know, whatever.
God.
Yeah, I like it. I like it for what it is. But I mean, like, there's plenty of other suits in the game you guys can switch to. You don't have to play with the white suit.
Boo Smalls says
The white
Zach
suit.
is gonna marry it. Probably.
I would.
I just
But I'm
don't
married.
like. He's saying that, but you know for a fact the moment he's able to switch suits, he's gonna switch suits.
No, okay, so I'm different that way. So when
And you'll know because we're streaming it live.
He's gonna be like, "Unlock the new suit." Yes, can't wait. Just change.
I mean, I'm
the
excited
suit.
for Spider-Punk, but I'm excited for
I'm
this
gonna
suit
get on there
too.
and I'll just change it to like, hey guys, it's Zach here. I'm changing the suit like John said.
But that's the thing, though, is like when I'm playing the Arkham games, you have like all these different Batman suits you can unlock.
And you stick
But
with
I
the,
prefer
the
the
one that
Arkham
the
Knight
game
suit.
comes in.
Yeah, just because I feel like that's what was intended for that.
Well,
story.
yeah, no. Okay, so for Arkham Knight, for like that one, yeah, I can play in that suit, no problem, because it's a beautiful suit.
Yeah.
But like Arkham City, when you got the chance to switch, dude, I've never been a fan of the tights, the underwear. I've never I don't like it.
The underoos.
Batman, when the moment they just made it like full pants.
Mhm.
You just revolutionized the game. Like,
Yeah.
yo, that was I could have never fathomed Batman not wearing the like. Whoa.
Yeah.
Ramos says it must be torture having that suit close to you. I agree. Yes, it's very, very painful. I want to throw this every.
What?
Well, God.
That's it.
Oh, it popped off. Well, there you go. See, that's Thanos at work. The finger has been snapped.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I don't feel good.
Why did this? It popped off.
It just fits right in there.
Because
Just
it
barely.
just barely.
Just barely.
It knows its place.
Hot
That's
dog
why.
down the hallway.
That suit
Oh my
is horrible.
God.
Yeah.
But like, look at this. Come on, like what? Come on. What's
You know what it reminds me of too? The British Captain America.
Captain Britain?
Captain Britain? The British Captain Britain.
If only there was a word for a British
I couldn't think of his
Captain.
name.
Ryan says you just have a poor color palette, Zach.
Wow.
You're getting hated on
Wow,
tonight.
you must hate America. It's red, white, and blue.
And yeah, but it's even. It's red,
It's
blue, white.
Definitely
It's
Ramos.
even.
Batman Beyond is
It's
awesome.
even lengths
I want a
of
Batman
color.
Beyond movie.
It's even lengths of color. It's just too much white. It should, or either it's too much white, or the spider should have just been smaller.
John, there's never too much.
Let's just
white.
agree to disagree. I won't berate you for disliking it. Let me like it.
Ramos says I always switch to a Batman Beyond. Oh yeah, no. In Arkham Knight, I switched to Batman Beyond. The futuristic one, it looks so.
I
cool.
just play as Batman. I don't know what other. I just play as Batman on the video games and Spider-Man.
With games with
I
me,
know,
like
no.
everybody's different with the way they play their games. But with me, if they have a certain way the character looks
On
and
the
like
game?
and marketing and stuff, and I love games for stories. So I want to play it. I want to play the story as it was intended. I want to play as the character as they were intended.
Yeah.
And Insomniac designed that character specifically for this game and the story. And so I'm digging it for this story. Now, if it was his official suit in the comics from now on, I'd be kind of upset. But for this story,
Hey, it fits.
it fits.
Yeah.
That's,
Well,
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Didn't
in the
they
story.
say that suit was like important for the
Yes.
storyline? Yeah.
He starts out with the classic suit, and there's a reason he goes to this, and I think it has something to do with Mr. Negative, and I don't know what that means.
Probably.
But yeah, it's like when you start out in Arkham Knight and you have the Arkham City suit, and then he switches to this suit because he has a threat that he has to change costumes for.
Mhm.
It's like that same thing. But they're gonna have the classic suit in the game that you can use. You don't have to use this suit.
Yeah.
But I want to use it because I feel like it's necessary for the
See,
story.
I like the OG suit. Like so like Ryan saying OG suit is fire. Ben Riley Scarlet Spider is cool. Kane Parker suit.
Ben Riley, yo.
Like,
I
Scarlet
love
Spider is awesome. And then when they get the hood with the hood now, like yo, awesome. Awesome.
I'm kind of excited for this Superior Octavius.
Oh, Superior Octopus.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited for that comic.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know how they're gonna fit it in this certain.
It looks
current
interesting.
timeline.
Yeah.
But it's like this whole Spider-Geddon timeline in the comics, like everything that's like they're working on right now. This whole crossover with Spider-Verse again, and the Inheritors are coming back. It's all leading up to the Superior Octopus comic for some reason, and I'm super interested in why Superior Octopus.
I'm gonna read it and see how
You
it
know?
is.
Yeah.
But it just sounds so random, like this whole like epic, like interdimensional, like different like universe Spider-Man, epic Spider-Geddon thing leads up to Superior Octopus. Why?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Then wasn't there that thing we were talking about, Zach, about Blade?
That was what I was gonna get
Awesome,
to in a minute, but well, we'll make this the last story. But yeah, so apparently Wesley Snipes is working with Marvel on 2 projects that have to do with the MCU specifically. We don't know what it is. He just said 2 projects that fit perfectly in the MCU, whether that be something in the movies or in the Netflix shows, maybe something with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We don't know, but Netflix. I want to see what they would do with him on Netflix.
If Blade shows up in like the defense, like if they shows up in one of those shows,
Wouldn't that be dope?
or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'd kind of lose my mind, especially if it was Wesley Snipes. Like if it was him.
It has to be.
Well, yeah, of course it's gonna be him, but if it like,
He said apparently the stuff that they're working on, compared to the stuff they've done before, the stuff before is child's play.
oh wow,
So really hyping it up.
so he's gonna be like, so then it's fair to say like he might be an older, more aggressive Blade.
Like he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Because the first
That'd be
couple,
cool,
the,
dude.
the
Like
first,
kind of weathered a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the first Blade movie was like, he just
Yeah.
not just started, but he's been, he's young at it.
Yeah.
And then it goes in. I think not even a year passed before the second and the third. Like it just kind of went into him.
Yeah, just like rapid succession.
Yeah, and and the Blade movies were good.
Yeah,
Like,
they were great.
good.
Well, the first 2.
Oh, you didn't like the third one?
Like Trinity was
It started
fun.
Yeah,
Well,
but it wasn't as good as
But
the
it
first
wasn't-
2.
Yeah. I feel like Trinity was more to kind of like get the other actors' names.
Yeah.
Like you know how they do those movies to where it should promote other
It just
people.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Because they put a lot of focus on
Ryan Reynolds.
It
and
just
the
wasn't.
chick.
It just wasn't
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
It
Charles
wasn't
Listening
good.
Music.
Yeah, she was always every time she's about to go hunt, she'd be like, "Oh."
To me, it wasn't good. I like Blade 1,
Blade
Like,
One was amazing.
amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
and then Blade 2 I liked only because it was different with the whole how they did the vampires. With the where he.
Overdose and stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it
like a
was
different
awesome.
version.
Yeah.
Rainbow says, I don't know if they have him play Blade. He might be looking to produce because having him be Blade again creates problems because then the audience might see all Blade movies as canon.
True. Maybe.
I mean, but what would be wrong if the Blade movies, if it was him and the Blade movies were canon? Because they technically, even if they are canon, they don't fit into anything else. They'd be canon separate.
Like that stuff just happened in the 90s.
Yeah, it just happened in his thing. They don't have to. I mean, I guess he's kind of saying that they might have to acknowledge that there were. I mean, but we already know because of Nick, how Nick came to Tony. We already know that Nick dealt with other heroes way before he dealt with Tony.
Yeah.
And now that the Captain Marvel is based in the 90s, we know that Nick's been working with heroes or people with special abilities for a while.
True.
Blade 3 was written from Triple H's horrible acting. Yeah. Well, that's a thing as well.
I just didn't like it.
You didn't like his little dog, his pooch.
Oh yeah, his little go get him.
It just wasn't good, man.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Blade 1 and 2 were amazing though.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the guy that played Darth Maul as the bad guy fighting Blade
Oh, Rick
in
Harker.
that badass like
Yeah, Rick Harker's that
fight
dude.
scene in the what was it, like the abandoned building or whatever they were in, fighting on the beams. And, oh god, that makes me want to watch it.
I'd have to. I need to rewatch them, but
Oh.
like they were good. I used to watch them all the time
Yeah.
growing up.
The only way that I could see them introducing Blade into the MCU, like the only way that I could see it fitting perfectly would probably be like how the Punisher was introduced in Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
If Daredevil season 3 had him
He'd
show
have
up.
to be. Yeah, he'd
Well,
have to be inside someone else's.
We were
show.
talking about
Yeah,
too, like
of
how
course.
cool would that be, like to have Blade against Punisher. You know, like Punisher doesn't know that this guy's a hero. He's like, he just knows there's vampires killing whoever, and he thinks it's Blade, and he goes after Blade. And
Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool battle.
But even more so than Punisher, I think he would show up in a show like Daredevil.
Yeah,
The darker tone and everything, yeah.
Which we're gonna talk about Punisher tonight because I just finished the last 3 episodes, and he is the Punisher.
He's
Yeah, no, there's no denying that. John
Yeah.
Paul. John plays he's amazing. The guy's good.
No, the last 3 episodes of this show.
Oh, from what I was told, yeah, they're
Dude.
amazing.
Like,
There's no but. There's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it. Are you?
No,
gonna watch it?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Oh,
I
good
watched.
God.
I literally Punisher. Don't get me wrong. I love the Punisher. Dope character. Like I read the comics. I own the comics. Like it's just, I don't. It doesn't intrigue me.
Yeah, no.
It's him dealing with his sufferings, becoming the Punisher,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of military stuff, and like it doesn't intrigue me. Now, it was. And yeah, like I know all Chip, like I know all his characters and all that stuff, so it just doesn't intrigue me. Jessica Jones, it was her first time. It's mainly because the other shows, it's their first time with adaptations, except for Daredevil, obviously.
Yeah.
Punisher, we've had Punishers. You're not really gonna give me anything new.
Different,
you're gonna go more in depth into his character. You're gonna go more into the action. 2018 graphics and stuff like that. And I know it's very deep and compelling. Like, if people have told me about the show, and I get it 100%. Not gonna
the
watch
build
it.
up is so.
I watched all the fight scenes though. Woo!
The
Woo!
the build
Those
up
fight scenes
to
were
that
amazing.
part where where he snaps back and he's the Punisher. Like he's like that build up to that scene, and he gets back to that that room where he was hiding out.
Yeah.
And he snaps, dude, and you're like, that's it. This guy is the. I was like,
And it's
I
just
wrote
like
Zach.
nonstop
I wrote
carnage.
Zach. I said he is the MF and Punisher.
Ramos said, "Did you hear that Moon Knight was? Did you hear that
Moon Knight was
almost in Iron Fist season 2? It's not that new, but I'm still salty about it.
Yeah, they went with Typhoid Mary, but that makes me wonder, because if they go with Typhoid Mary instead of Moon Knight, they must have something else planned for Moon Knight.
Like its own
Moon Knight
series.
is probably that or Moon Knight. Moon Knight would probably show up best in Daredevil or Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Probably more Daredevil, to be honest with you, but like
More, yes, totally Daredevil.
And Ramos, for the military stuff, it's not really how I meant it per se. It's just I'm very familiar with the character. We've had several adaptations. I guess that'd be the easiest way for me to explain that.
You're
and I'm kind of
over it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I agree, off of the fight scenes, and like, cause like it wasn't just like the fight scenes; it'd show a little before that, and then it'd go into the fight scenes, and like, yeah, it was. I can tell it's a great show; it's amazing. But I don't know, who knows? I might watch it one day. But between I don't know, anime and other stuff and cartoons, like I watch a lot. Like I'm always watching something,
Yeah.
and rewatching something. So like, yeah, it's a lot.
God, I just want to go back and watch those 3 scenes because
Yeah.
even Lisa wasn't even, and my wife Lisa wasn't interested in the show at all, like at watching it, and she fell asleep. I'm watching it downstairs while she's sleeping, and she wakes
wake
up
up to
during that scene,
Oh
and
my
she
God.
couldn't stop watching it with me. She watched it all the way to the end, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is a great show!" I was like, cool.
Yes. Continue to support
It
it.
was so good. I mean,
Yeah.
again, Punisher. Like, I don't know. I've always liked the Punisher.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about him other than like
The basics.
the basics. I
Yeah.
didn't know too many of his villains. Other than like reading a couple comics here where he was chasing down Spider-Man at one point. And, but Jigsaw I knew was one of the big guys. Other than that, I don't know other villains. But the end of this show, he creates Jigsaw. Like, he makes Jigsaw in a way.
Yeah, he gets broken, and then he
Oh man.
comes back.
Fuck.
No, I
It was
like
amazing.
all those like little like when they like all those like important little moments in the show. Oh, I caught those. I just didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get to build up to it.
Yeah, I caught all the important stuff. Like I watched all the important stuff, all the fight scenes. I got it. I just didn't watch
Yeah.
the oh yeah. I'm
Well,
going
maybe,
for
like-
coffee. Like I didn't watch those
It
scenes.
made me want to like go and now watch the Defenders and Luke Cage and
There's no.
I'm gonna watch. Well, I'm obviously gonna watch Iron Fist because that's another character I can relate to.
Oh, Kiss Iron Fist is awesome.
But like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, I never related to. Like I never was attached to those characters necessarily.
That's fair.
You know, I always liked Punisher. I always liked Daredevil
Mm.
as a kid, and then Iron Fist obviously because you know karate.
But dude, if they introduced a Moon Knight series,
I never
I
read
would
the
lose it.
comics. I've never read.
But like
You guys have read the comics of
Yeah.
Midnight?
yeah.
he's basically
Batman with mental issues. I
He's
heard?
only
It's-
Batman because he lurks in the shadows and he has a
that's
batarang
why,
thing.
yeah.
But he has like multiple personalities.
Yeah, he's more like how we
Sentry.
talked about it. He's like if Joker was to don the bat suit, like that is like how a lot of people describe him.
But also like he's
but
not
at the
just,
same time, he's not just crazy. The man has, I don't know. People always say he's a combination of Joker and Batman put together.
He's
But I don't know.
he's got the power. He was blessed or cursed, depending on how you look at it,
Yeah.
by an ancient Egyptian god named Khonshu.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives him like the Moon Knight powers, but he's super crazy also. Like he's mentally unstable. So he has these different personalities. He has the personality of a cabbie named Jake Lockley. So he can kind of like mingle and touch people like on the street
Okay.
level. He has a billionaire personality called
Okay.
Stephen Grant. He can mingle among the billionaires and stuff that way. But he's Moon Knight at heart. Like, and so he wears, like, he's like Batman, but with Batman he hides in the shadows, right?
Yeah.
Moon Knight, he wears white because he wants them to see him
Yeah,
coming.
exactly.
He
Huh.
wants them to know that he's coming after them.
That sounds cool. I mean,
It's-
I would read.
It's awesome.
It's
yeah.
no Moon Knight's dope.
If I wanted to start reading that, what's
I'd start with the back as like
So go
the
get
beginning.
trades or
Yeah,
something?
get the trades because this newer version of Moon Knight that's been coming out, it's not. I don't feel like it kind of like holds up
Okay.
to Moon Knight per se.
Mhm.
It's good, but like if you're gonna start, I'd start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I like elements of this new. I mean, I love the run that they started in. Just a few years ago. Just a few years ago, they were doing it.
2015.
2015, I think it was. Yeah, where he was locked up in an asylum. He was locked up in an asylum, and at one point in the asylum, Lord Khonshu like contacts him, like, and he tells him like, "You're the Moon Knight. You need to get out of this because there's stuff going on." And he like wraps a straitjacket or whatever around his head and like draws a moon shape on it, and he just like starts going to town. These like
just
like these guys that are like holding him like the what do they call them, like the Baker Act, when they Baker Act somebody,
Like, oh, you mean the
people who take care of the asylum
workers?
patients.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And they're like dicks. They're total dicks.
Oh yeah, they treat
So
me. Yeah.
when it comes time for him to just like go at it, like they open the door or whatever, and he's like, finally, and he just like goes crazy on them and stuff. It's so cool. But the thing is that he's also mentally unstable. So like as soon as he gets out of there, like he sees like New York. He's on a balcony. He sees New York, but in the middle of New York, like New York is like covered in sand. In the very middle is like this giant pyramid with these like dog-headed like flying, like it's crazy. It's awesome. I don't know how they would do it in the show, but I wanted to do it.
I'm gonna have to read that.
Ramos says, I like when they toy with the fact that it might all be in his head and none of it ever happened.
Exactly. You
Oh,
don't know. You don't
dude,
even
that'd
know.
be great.
It's a very trippy comic.
That's
Yeah.
why you gotta read Daredevil. That one I gave you. That's gonna trip you out.
Oh, yeah.
Mystery.
Yeah.
It's gonna trip you out.
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna like that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's because when you
you get to that final.
yeah
final
you
part.
get to a point where like so you know that Mysterio's like messing with Daredevil, but then there's a point where Mysterio says why he's messing with Daredevil, and that's like it's deep, like it's so
It cuts
deep.
deep.
Yeah, dude, it's like it makes you question the other relationships between other heroes and villains.
What?
Like, yeah, it's really deep. Like,
Damn.
oh my
Okay.
god,
Hyping it up.
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's
Daredevil,
so
man.
good.
Kevin Smith Daredevil.
Kevin Smith, yo,
He can write.
He's a writer. That's a writer.
So like I said,
I'm surprised they
keep an eye on
haven't.
Chrome.
I'm surprised they haven't.
He's getting to the point where he's disappearing. Like, have you seen him lately, Kevin Smith? He's lost like all this
his
weight
weight loss.
after his
Well,
heart
did
attack.
he? Yeah, he had actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Dude, he looks like it looks weird. I mean,
He's a stick in
healthy, but
comparison.
yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he's
seen him all those years, like as you know, like he was, which you know, to us that was normal. It didn't really bother me
Yeah.
if he was overweight or not, weight, you know, skinny, whatever. But it just to me, it's weird now seeing him like that after we saw
But
him.
it's funny because it's like he's doing that so he can, you know, stay alive. But at the same time, like, you have people that are like reacting to it like they did with Jonah Hill when Jonah Hill lost all his weight. And they're just like, you're famous because you're fat, you dumb fuck. Like, gain the weight back.
Have you seen
It's
Jonah
like,
Hill?
jeez.
Have you seen Jonah Hill lately?
Oh, it's fun.
Dude, he's
Yeah, I
he's
saw.
like-
I
He's
saw.
buff as hell.
Yeah,
I saw the. It's
it looks
trailer.
weird too.
This is some like Netflix teaser trailer with him sitting across the table from Emma Stone. For like
Okay.
this Netflix original, and he's just like, because I hadn't seen
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jonah Hill since
21 Jump Street? 22 Jump Street?
22
No.
Jump-
what came after 22 Jump Street. Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen him since Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh man.
wow.
Seen him, and like I've caught glimpses of him in like the newspapers and stuff like that or whatever. But like seeing him sitting across the table and like looking at him, I was like, oh my god, like, like what happened, dude?
Yeah. He went ham.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still America's.
He's Jack Diesel. If he's Jack Diesel right now, he's like.
He's a yeah.
I
I
hope he
don't.
still has a camel tail. Super bad reference, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was one more news thing that I wanted to talk about.
Sorry, we're gonna.
We got off-
Yeah,
we-
we got
a little bit.
But yeah, Blade 4, like, Blade for the MCU. I mean, that sounds interesting. At this point, like, if they do that, they have no reason not to do Moon Knight.
The title, because I'm looking at the title and it says Wesley Snipes claims to be actively developing 2 different ideas for Blade 4.
But they never say, like in the quote that he had, he never says Blade 4. He said they have 2 different things that would fit perfectly in the MCU.
Okay.
He never said Blade 4, but they're assuming.
I don't know. Blade and Agents of Shield. I don't know how you'd really.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know how that would
See it.
how you'd really work that out. But like I can see him definitely being in like the Defenders shows.
Like
so.
even when they first, even since the first season of Daredevil, people were like, if they ever do Blade, this is the place because this is where the dark Marvel stuff goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like-
exactly.
It makes sense. Speaking of dark, the last news thing for today, unless something else, the other news breaks while we're doing this. Todd McFarlane's Spawn movie that he's directing, he got Greg Nicotero involved to do the special effects. Greg Nicotero, as you may know, is involved with The Walking Dead. Very famous for like special effects, things like that. I believe he was also involved with the original Spawn, but I may be wrong about that. But yeah, I believe he was also involved with the original Spawn.
Okay.
Apparently, they are redesigning the hero for the movie. So they're kind of keeping some of the original aspects, but Todd McFarlane said,
I saw something like where it looks like a hood or something over his head.
we don't know what he's going to look like
Oh,
in the movie yet. But he said that he told Greg Nicotero to basically keep like the essence of Spawn, but redesign him to like. So he said that like really big like fanboys aren't gonna like they're not gonna be.
They're not gonna like him.
Not that it's they're not gonna they don't know what to expect.
Okay.
Like they might be startled by what they see,
Okay.
but it's still Spawn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we don't know. Like I could imagine like them making a version of Spawn where he doesn't really have like the white like designs on his suit, maybe, or maybe like the eyes are not like the glowing green. Who knows? But the way he talked about it before is that he doesn't want to make a superhero movie. He wants to make sort of like a psychological movie where Spawn is more of like a boogeyman type character. So it'll focus more on
Like you don't really.
on Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like you don't really like see him per se, but he's like
he
you know
shows
he's
up.
there and like he shows up. He's like a shadow basically
Yeah,
that attacks you.
yeah. So I'm excited.
Trying to make
I'm
him
excited see it.
trying to make him creepy, but I mean Spawn is kind of. It's kind of creepy, I guess.
Yeah,
I like the
depending on-
animated one they did, like the HBO one.
Yeah,
That was cool.
yeah. But I like I like Spawn because he has stories like my favorite one of all time is there was one where he had an ice cream man that was like kidnapping kids, and like the ice cream man would like cut the kids, like these little children, into his truck back to his place. He would cut their fingers off, kill them and stuff, and then he would glue these fingers to the wall, and he called it finger painting. He was fucking crazy, and so at the very end, like these cops are like chasing this guy down. They can't find him. Next thing you know, Spawn gets involved, and you don't see what Spawn really does to him until the cops show up, and this guy is like chained up in a back alley.
Yeah.
And he's got like popsicle sticks like all stabbed in him and stuff. And it's like I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream or something like that. It was crazy.
Jeez.
But like it's from the cop point of view, and
Yeah.
Spawn shows up just enough time so you just like Spawn is like fucking like do not mess with Spawn.
Yeah.
I hope they do that because you could still like have it to where it's a Spawn movie, but it's not like Godzilla where he just like shows up for like a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see what the new design's gonna be.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Are you guys fans of Spawn at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like Spawn. I never really I haven't read any of the comics necessarily, but yeah, like I remember the show when it was on TV when I was younger. Yeah, I liked it.
It's pretty cool.
And I saw the movie, the one he had,
Oh yeah.
which for what it was cool.
Yeah.
I liked that big clown demon thing.
John Leguizamo.
I thought he was creepy as hell as that clown.
Fucking crazy, dude. That gave me nightmares as a kid. That clown. The clown in that movie.
Yeah.
It's the way he was portrayed.
And his mouth
it
was.
was- Yeah. The gates of hell.
Which they've been talking about that. It too. Have you seen anything on It too? Like the new movie It.
Oh, It too.
It. Too.
Okay. I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah, I saw some pictures and stuff. It looks interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the set photos or like official?
Just I saw like a picture of like the clown Pennywise.
Uh-huh.
Someone put up on somewhere. I forget what it was. Online somewhere, like a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty cool picture.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the casting, for the adult versions of them, and I mean, they pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty
spot
keen.
on,
Spot
I
on
guess.
for it, yeah. Which I'm excited for. Like, I wish they were gonna have that house at Halloween Horror Nights, the It house, but they're not.
Yeah, they never announced an It house.
But they're gonna have a
Maybe next year.
Poltergeist,
Yeah.
which as a kid, Poltergeist terrified me. Like when I was a little kid, like Bella's age.
Something I didn't think to write down. Joaquin Phoenix has been spotted, and he's lost a shit ton of weight to play the Joker.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he looks malnourished. I guess that's perfect.
Weird.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of.
Huh.
Yeah, so he's prepping for the role. So I guess we're gonna get like that super thin. I mean, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. They can't have like a fat Joker.
Fat Joker. I'm the fat Joker. Give me my pizza and donuts. I don't know whatever the Joker would eat. You never see him eat. What do you think he eats?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I always thought he would eat like candy or something.
All the time?
Yeah, why not? His I eat bat chocolate.
Oh God. So we got that. Let's see what else. This is all from comicbookmovie.com.
Joker, or even a super buff Joker. Super buff Joker.
Super. Well, WB still wants Lady Gaga for either Huntress or Black Canary. It's a rumor. Lady
Ooh,
Gaga.
I could see Black Canary.
The Birds of Prey.
Black Canary.
As Black Canary.
Lady
Yeah.
Gaga is Black Canary?
Lady Gaga. I mean, there was a rumor going around before that Black Canary, they were looking for somebody of mixed ethnicity.
Does she mix ethnicity?
Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
I don't see her as that. I don't know. Like they were making it a point that they wanted to make it like a mix of a couple races. They wanted to make it like a diverse character. So like, I don't see Lady Gaga as being a diverse character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because she sings, I think that's kind of cool.
Richard says Joker doesn't look great if he doesn't look like a meth head. Ramos says, are you guys drinking coffee?
I'm drinking a Bang energy drink.
I got tea.
He has tea.
I'm drinking water. I had a quick bang
Bang,
earlier.
bang, bang into my gullet.
had a quick bang earlier.
Ramos says Blake Lively. Yeah, Blake Lively. I think as like Black Canary.
Somebody
Yeah,
was
I
saying
think that would
Catherine
I
Winnick.
can see that.
That'd be cool.
Catherine Winnick, the one who plays Lagertha and Vikings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. Yeah.
That was as Black Canary.
Black Canary.
Yeah, that was people's
can
like
see that.
first choice. Just like Charlie Hunnam is Green Arrow.
Oh yeah, that's the only choice.
So like those two, like that's people's like main choices for those like that couple.
God, they-
Charlie
they
Hunnam,
should.
like, yeah, dude, that's Green
Should,
Arrow. Like,
man.
you can't. Like, who else would? No one had.
Do you
I don't
think he'll
think
have
there's
the quip
anybody-
and stuff though, like the.
I don't think anybody else would be was like born to play that role.
And that's it. You think they would have come out with that movie already?
A Green Arrow movie?
Yeah. Or is he not that big of
I
a
mean,
character to
you
do a
had.
movie?
I mean, so I don't know. Green Arrow's like one of those. Green Arrow's one of those like weird characters. Like he's popular, but at the same time he's like a side character.
Is he more popular for like TV shows rather than?
Yeah,
a
because
movie?
because Green Arrow was in Smallville, and then after Smallville ended, then now you have a Green Arrow TV show because
Yeah.
people took a really good liking to him.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner is Black Canary.
Well, you're getting a little. Hold off, Ryan. Hang on there, buddy.
That makes me depressed. Just thinking about that makes me depressed.
Okay.
Like,
Ramos says
I'm just not gonna say anything.
those choices are so overused. They're low key not even interesting. It's like the hottest chick in class. At some point, you've stared so long, she's not even that hot anymore.
true.
I think
True.
that was about the Charlie Hunnam one.
And Catherine Winnick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
They're
get
probably
it
not
though.
gonna
Like
do that,
for forever, you hear about the same casting choice from everybody, and it gets to you.
Maybe Ben Affleck's gonna be Green Arrow.
Maybe Ben Affleck is going to be in rehab.
I'm just kidding. That one, he's like.
I was just like, wait, what? Why would he?
Oh yeah, that's one thing that we didn't talk about was
What?
Ben Affleck in rehab.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ben Affleck's in rehab. Like a stay in rehab. Like he's not going to be out for a while. So people are thinking that he's done. as
Well,
Batman.
yeah, I think me and a friend had a conversation that because it's starting to, I guess, impede on his contract with WB.
Yeah.
Because up until a certain point, since he's contracted with them, they don't want to pay for his
Leave of absence.
Yeah, like
yeah.
health issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like it seems like if it continues to, they're gonna have to cut him because now it's starting to be a problem.
Yeah. And it sucks too because like he was such a great Batman in Batman vs Superman, and then they kind of like made it kind of like a joke in Justice League.
Kind of.
That's kind of. I mean, he wasn't 100% joke, but he had moments where it was just kind of like he just broke.
Kind of.
He broke character. Yeah. It's kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of. He had moments.
A little bit.
He had moments.
Like it wasn't on purpose.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But originally when he signed on, like when they asked if he was leaving, he wanted to leave on a good note. This isn't leaving on a good note.
No.
No, it's not at all.
So, but he wanted to.
Joker
he wanted
got
to,
him.
He wanted to find a graceful way to exit, and this is not it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to be the future for
He
Batman.
needs to. Yeah, he needs to either get he needs to get together.
Yeah.
The Joker was sending him whiskey. He's like, I got you,
Slowly.
Batman.
He found out Batman's actually Ben
Yeah,
Affleck.
yeah. You're Ben Affleck? You're Batman, aren't you?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome.
He and Joaquin Phoenix been.
That'd be amazing, dude.
Yeah, see,
That would-
Ramos said, yeah, he's definitely done. They talked about the insurance costs and said it would spike the budget of whatever film. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because of the whole hell. Yeah, because they're not trying.
Alright, so no more Batman. Let's cut Batman out of the movies totally. I was talking to Zach about I hate when they recast.
It's the worst.
Okay.
Yeah,
big
but
role like that.
yeah, but I mean, sometimes you have to.
Oh, sorry, Ben
And-
Affleck, he
and if they
resurgically
can-
moved his face and
If
they
they
put someone else's
can,
face.
if they can kind of hold off from firing him, and kind of
Batman Beyond.
do the first Flash movie, then I mean, honestly, I think they should do a Flash movie 2, then do Flashpoint. But
Yeah.
if they can't hold on, do Flashpoint, and then have John Hamm step in.
Well, apparently Flashpoint is no longer the basis of this first movie.
Yeah, no, yeah, they got rid of that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Flashpoint, which is smart. You
Yeah.
can't do such a big storyline out the off back, like you
Yeah.
can't do that because one, you don't have all the characters, and two, it's just like you're setting him up for the people who don't know him. Like the Flash is a very popular character outside of the TV show and the Justice League and stuff like that. You have to set him up for people who didn't watch live action, and for the fans, for us, yeah, sure, it'd be awesome to hop into Flashpoint, but at the same time, you just can't. I don't know. It's just too big. Like you can't just start that off like that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So what if they did this? They kept him in rehab, or you know, he stays in rehab. Not they don't keep him in rehab, but he stays in rehab for the period of time. As they're doing that, they write a script for Batman Beyond, and he comes out as old Bruce Wayne.
But that wouldn't serve. That wouldn't serve the current Justice League, though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it would help out. They've been there's been talks about the whole
Ryan
Batman
Reynolds,
Beyond
Batman
thing.
Beyond.
You guys see that this stream says Room Patrol?
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'll
That's
change, I'll change
right.
that after.
Room Patrol.
Room Patrol. Did you clean your room yet?
That's a new superhero. It's a maid, a butler, and a.
Whoops. Yeah, I typed that in a hurry because we were trying to make the deadline of 10 o'clock.
Room Patrol.
Room Patrol.
What would that sound like? The Room Patrol. Room Patrol.
Room
They're here to
Patrol.
clean your room and save
Different
the world.
realities. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
God, I feel bad. I sang that song for nothing.
Aw, miss you guys too.
What?
Yeah. I missed. Somebody misses me.
Yeah,
Tell these guys that. They don't appreciate me.
we don't. Get out of here.
I do. I appreciate it.
Something else I don't appreciate. This Venom movie that they're making.
Back at it again.
So when asked about if Spider-Man's going to make an appearance in this, the director says, and I quote, "I honestly don't know what I'm allowed to say. I mean, I know the answer. I've seen the movie. But I don't want to get in trouble for saying something I'm not supposed to."
Okay, so he's gonna be in the movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, like what do you?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You either say no or no comment.
Whatever as he's doing.
Yeah, just say no. Like I hate when they just say no comment. Your life would be so much easier.
Whatever as he's saying it, he's pulling down a beanie, but it's a Spider-Man mask.
I mean, it's a possibility. Who knows?
I can't say with it, but
Just watch the movie and find out.
Nathan says DC can't touch Batman Beyond until they learn to make better movies. Ryan says, you know what I don't appreciate? The white Spider-Man.
Let it go. Let it go. It's in the game. It's too late.
Let it go.
It's in the game. You can either use it or you don't.
Or just change the color of the spider.
You
Whatever.
think they're gonna have the most Spider-Man suits in this game? That's what they've been touting. They're gonna have like 20-something
some
suits.
of the other Spider-Man
I want
games have had
I like the
a
Spider-Man.
lot of suits.
This is supposed to
man.
have the most.
Yeah.
Spider-Punk.
And with the DLC they're coming out with, they're supposed to have 25, 26 suits in just the base game, and then with the DLC, it's 3 different DLC packs: October, November, and then December. And each one is going to have 3
Three suits each?
3 suits each.
Holy.
So it's going to end up having 30-something suits in this game for you to choose from.
We'll probably get the cinematic suit too.
We already know that we're going to be getting the Homecoming suits.
Yeah, the Tom Holland, which is
Spider-Punk.
I like the Tom Holland suit.
Well, I mean, we're going to get this one,
yeah.
but we're also going to get the homemade Tom Holland suit in the game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the
that'd
one
be
where
cool.
it's like the
the little hoodie. Yeah.
Which I'm super excited for that one. That's awesome.
Spider-Punk.
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 Even if I was colorblind, I still wouldn't be able to unsee that.
Oh my
It's not
God.
that bad.
Holy
It's
crap,
not that
yeah.
bad.
Ramos says,
Giving you a hard time.
I feel
Yeah.
that I think you just scrap any current Justice League sequel plans. Just have the characters pop up in other character solo films, and whenever those insurance costs go away, then bring them back.
I think that's what they're going for though,
yeah,
because
I think that would work.
they've already rumored that they're scrapping like the Legion of Doom and stuff, and like certain controversial casting choices that Zack Snyder and team made back in the day.
Well, he should do his
the
own
new-
movie and just put it out somewhere.
The new president of like overseeing all these movies wants to go in a different direction. That means getting rid of some of the controversial stuff in the past.
Like what?
So,
What's
like
controversial?
Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor.
Okay.
I guess just because they did
Maybe
that,
cast Lex Luthor then.
they want to go in a whole different direction. So like the new colorful like Wonder Woman, Shazam, things like that. They want to go in a more playful route, less dark. Just
So
adding
they're trying
color
to
and
copy
jokes.
Disney.
They're trying to copy MCU.
Basically.
Disney.
You're dark. You're dark. Keep it dark, and that's what I want.
Yeah, but like, and the problem is that it's not dark. The problem is you're just not doing it correctly. Like people are saying, "Oh, it's too dark." It's no, it really isn't. It's just the movies aren't done correctly. That's really all it comes down to. Ha! That would be awesome, Ramos. You should do that.
That'd be awesome.
You should probably pump out an animated movie. So start back from Man of Steel. Start back from there. Don't have to make Man of Steel. Don't have to do Batman vs Superman. Don't even have to do. You know what? Give me an animated of his Justice League. I would take that. Give me that.
Okay.
And then from there, the rest of his plans that he had, make them animated so we can see where they go. Because animated wise, you can't go wrong. Like just make them, do that where they're non-canon, so it doesn't disrupt with the actual, Justice League that they have going on now in the cartoons. Do that, and then give us an end, because I want to kind of see where he was going with his films. Like they
had
awesome.
a couple of teases here and there that I wanted to see come to fruition, like the whole Robin suit that was in his Batcave. We'll never see what came of that because they're going in a whole different direction.
Oh, and you had said it wasn't Jason's suit, right?
He came out and said it was Dick Grayson.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Yeah, because that was totally Jason Todd.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
what Jason Todd
it was
is.
his suit. It was the suit he wears.
Yeah.
If I remember, because it was the short with the
And if it was the Joker that killed him,
it was Jason's suit, and then it said "ha ha." Yeah, dude,
Joker Batman.
where
That's what I took it
where
as.
would have that? Yeah, like if that wasn't his suit, then dude, you did too much. Like in that one little scene, you did way too much.
That's good.
Because what would be the point of having "ha ha ha"? Like everybody took that as Robin's suit. "Ha ha ha," Joker. Like that's the common thought.
Nobody saw that and was like
Dick Grayson. How?
Everybody was like, oh, Jason.
That's good.
Unless they switched up the story, and in his universe, Joker got the dick.
Well, apparently that was supposed to be.
Let's get both Snyders together. Zack Snyder and Scott Snyder together and make something.
Well, Scott Snyder, if we ever get that chance, Scott Snyder should make a very
Dark Knight.
a live action
Dark
version.
Knight Metal.
Nah.
I want animated metal. Dark
You
Knight
wouldn't
Metal.
you wouldn't want a live action Court of Owls?
Fuck yeah.
Like
I would
a
love
live
that.
action
I
Court
want
of
that,
Owls?
and then I want
Like a good live action
That's-
Court of
I want to
Owls.
play that, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, but I haven't had a chance to play it.
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
What's
I want
that?
to try
the
that.
the South Park game?
Oh, I haven't played.
Fractured. The hell.
Fractured. I saw set photos for Gotham this new season.
Yeah, Lord, the last season. right?
The kid playing Batman.
Mhm.
He has a gun.
Yeah, he has the gimp suit.
The gimp suit. Oh, you mean where he looks like
he looks like a,
like that?
Yeah.
You know that black octopus thing that you used to throw against the wall and it climb down? He looks like one of those.
he looks like he's about to rape somebody in the first season of American Horror Story. Like,
get the gimp.
and they also have in this season there's set
Pulp
photos.
Fiction.
There's this season of Gotham. There's set photos. They have the
Rainbow
mutants.
says it's a grappling hook.
Is it a grappling hook?
Oh, it's a gun grappling. Oh,
Yeah,
That makes more sense.
That's what Batman. Yeah,
Okay,
because I was like, you said
thanks,
gun, and
Randall.
I was just like, that
Well,
doesn't.
because it looks
that's
like
not Batman.
No,
It's a
it
gun
looks,
holster.
it
Yeah.
looks like a gun holster.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
because
gun,
that's
though.
that's
Yeah,
that's
but that
true.
makes sense
Yeah.
now. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And the girl playing Catwoman
Oh,
is like walking away.
Karen Victor.
I know that is.
Did you know she was
The
like,
reincarnate of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
you know she's like a dancer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
had a
She
dance
used to
background?
be. She was like actually very popular in the dance community.
But set photos. Gotham this season they have the mutant gang from Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, cool.
What?
Yeah. Why?
All right. What? I don't know, but I'm gonna watch.
It's yeah. You see,
It's a future
see, now,
gang.
now that's my thing. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
But why are you setting up? Why set up things that should happen down the line now? And this is your last season. Like you're just gonna show. Like I know it. I feel like they're gonna show us a bunch of stuff, and just not. And this is the last season, so we'll probably get I don't know, who haven't we seen
I'm
already?
gonna start watching
Gotham?
I'm gonna go back and start watching it because I haven't seen it. Like I stopped at season 1. Like literally, I stopped.
No, it got really good.
I got to the point where I was like, I can't take this little kid.
I
But they've
literally,
already-
at this point, I think I only really watched the show for Riddler and Penguin. Like their character development, especially in
That's
Enigma.
good. Okay.
His
I
from
like
season
how
one
they did
to
it,
now.
Yeah.
His character development was amazing.
Well-
Like how he became the Riddler and just like how he it was so good. Like that's how you write it. That's how you write a character.
I watched it up until the moment where he snapped, and that was literally the when I stopped.
Oh yeah, you should have kept going.
Well, and to be honest with you, like when that show came out, that's when I really started getting into comics. So I wasn't into comics right away when that came out. So
Okay.
it wasn't like And then now that I'm reading them, I kind of want to go back and watch it.
Ryan said they could have done it where instead of Tim Drake becoming the Joker, it was Dick. I.e. the Batman Beyond movie, yeah. If you look at the picture again, she has her claws.
Well, me and Zach were talking. I was like, if they took Ben Affleck out of Batman, or to be Batman, why not have someone come in, like, have him there, but he's like, all right, I'm kind of injured or whatever, so I got to, step down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a Nightwing character take over that Batman role as
Yeah.
Batman.
So just to avoid a recast, I would rather just have a different character take over that role.
As
Batman.
for Gotham?
For
I'm sorry.
Justice League. like the
like
DC
jumping out of-
universe,
Oh,
like the
okay.
DC movies.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just ready for more Nightwing. Like
I am too.
we're gonna get Nightwing at the end of Titans, whether that's good or bad, we'll have to see.
Weren't
but
they doing a show on TNT or
Yeah, originally it was going to be on they were gonna
they
so
were
when
gonna have
they
their own
first
Nightwing, right?
ever when they first ever started talking about the Teen Titans, it was gonna be on TNT, and that was like a couple years.
TNT's Titans. Yeah, that's what I meant.
okay.
It was that was a couple
But I
years
swear
ago.
they were doing like their own Nightwing show too, weren't they?
That was
I
just
don't know.
they're making a Nightwing movie.
Yeah, they're doing that.
But
Okay.
Nightwing was supposed to be in the Titans.
Yeah.
show
Oh,
all
okay,
along.
okay.
Because a couple years back they were supposed to do
Yeah.
TNT was supposed to do that, and they never did it. So
okay.
now DC's doing it.
Are you guys gonna pre-order it, or are you gonna the
streaming
service? If you
Well,
if you pre-order, it's like $5 or something.
Yeah, and don't you get like something free or like I remember seeing some.
When can you pre-order it?
I think you can,
You can
start
pre-order
it now. Yeah.
And you just pay that $5?
Yeah, I think you pay something and you get like the first 3 months or 2 months free. You get. I could have sworn it said you get something free.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I want to get
I'll
it.
look it up right now just for our view.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Ramos said I already got it.
I'm a little behind, but I want to get it too for sure.
Is it Ramos? Is it $5 right off the bat, or what do you have to pay?
It was. It was. And do you know like if it was? I got the whole year and got 3 months free. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Whole year.
Okay, yeah.
What's the whole year?
However much you had to pay, I guess.
That'd be pretty worth it.
Annual membership is $75.
So
$75.
for the whole year?
Hmm.
That's not bad.
$75 for the whole year.
I'd rather do that than have to do $8 a month because then it's already paid off.
Yeah.
Monthly membership will be available at launch for $8 a month.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for all the stuff that you get,
Yeah,
like,
it's
there's
worth
something
it.
there for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I want to get it for sure. Like that'll be something I can
Yeah,
go to and
I mean,
watch.
if I like,
Even
I
on
don't
my
know.
phone,
If I got it, like mainly for me, I know for a fact.
Animated.
It's the
like,
animated
that's
stuff.
like-
Yeah, it's the cartoons.
For sure, I can go back
Like
and
I
watch
can't.
all of
Yeah,
them.
it's mainly now. I haven't seen anything.
Because you go back and watch the the old Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah.
Well, they
It's-
even
yeah,
have
for me,
Batman
that's
Ninja
it,
and
man.
stuff on there.
Yeah, the movies, some of the newer movies and stuff like that. Yeah. I think it's for me. I don't know. There's just a few cartoons that. See now, if there was if it wasn't, it's DC. Now, if this was a WB streaming service, I think I would be like so gung ho because WB would imply. Not only doesn't because I feel like if it was a WB streaming service, I
Yeah.
feel like it's implied you'll get the DC stuff,
Mhm.
but like you're not just getting the DC stuff, you're getting WB Kids cartoon like Saturday morning,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
weekday afternoons, like you're getting Oh God, Jackie Chan Adventures. You're getting Static. You're getting.
Wait, you're getting
Static
those too?
Shock?
No. I know if it was a
If it was
WB
WB.
streaming
Oh, I
service.
was like, what? So
You
that's
get
cool.
you get Jackie Chan Adventures. You get I don't know, maybe Pokemon, maybe
Jackie
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Chan Adventures.
Like you'd get
Is Static Shock not on the DC universe?
I don't know. That's what I was about to say. The only reason out the gate I know that I want it is for Static, but I
Yeah, you were a
haven't
big
seen
Static
Static. Oh,
Yeah.
outside of Stat.
He was. I mean,
Static
he was
is
cool, wasn't he?
awesome. I do not like how they write him in the comics.
Do you like that show though? Like with that little his buddy. What was his buddy's name on that show? That white dude.
Gear?
Gear. They made all like the.
Yeah, I mean all the
Tech
tech stuff.
form,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got really smart and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't a big. I liked the show. I'd watch it.
It was good. And then they had the Justice League show up in there. Like they had they had
Animated.
yeah, they had the NBA heroes. Like they had Shaq as a superhero. They had
I have a list of everything they're gonna have on the DC universe.
oh, carry on.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's-
so starting off, Batman animated series,
Boom,
Batman Beyond,
boom.
Birds of Prey,
Ooh, the live action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Constantine live action,
Live action. Yeah.
Wait, the
Justice League
The
animated
one
series.
that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, not that show.
You said Justice League
Justice
animated?
League
Okay.
animated series,
Yeah.
Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman,
Okay.
Super Friends,
Okay.
which ran from 1973 to 1986.
Yeah, the old school
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's
what
gonna have the Legion of Doom.
Legion
Yeah.
of Doom in the swamp.
Yeah.
Teen Titans,
Okay.
Wonder Woman,
Linda Carter one.
Linda Carter.
Nice.
and Young Justice.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Plus all the comics.
And then, like we said earlier,
Because you do all the back issues, right? You get to read back issues and stuff on there.
yeah, I mean, they won't have their full library on there, but they'll
Will they
have
have
a
like
lot.
quarter owls or?
They said they're going to be cycling through comics and stuff, and then as new comics come out, they'll put them on there. And not every new comic will be available as part of the stream, but you can purchase new comics separately from your subscription plan to get them
Yeah.
day one.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
if you wanted to get the newest comic that day, you could still pay
Yeah.
to get that comic just immediately.
Now, John, knowing that you've worked at a comic shop, is that gonna hurt the comic books sales? You think?
I mean, it's always iffy. Like brick and mortar stores, comic book stores. Like I've talked to a couple other comic book owners and like other people, and really the whole e-sales like Amazon, eBay, it really it kind of hurts. It cuts in, because it's like, why do I have to go to a physical store when I can just get it mailed to my house or something like that?
Yeah.
And now that everybody's gonna have a streaming service to where they can do it, it's I don't know. Like I can't say yes and I can't say
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I'm still gonna go
But
get books and stuff.
I mean, I think it'd be fair to say in a couple years, comic book stores it's gonna be
Fade away.
I don't know about fade, but it's probably gonna be less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The industry itself is still huge, dude. You get cons, you got it's always gonna be big, but it's just brick and mortar stores are gonna be it's gonna be iffy. But
Yeah.
You're always going to have people making comics, but the actual distributors, or the
physicals.
merchants.
Which
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, if you wanted to, say for instance, because Diamond's the distributor, right?
Yeah, Diamond has
Now,
all the.
Do you
contracts.
have to actually you have to have a business license to?
Yes,
order?
you have to have a physical store to get merchandise, like
So-
to get comics.
So I couldn't like say this is my store.
They will send somebody out.
So
to
really?
yes, you have to have a storefront. Like you have to have a legit
Okay,
storefront.
okay.
Yeah, dude, they're
'Cause
very.
I was thinking
Very
that'd be
strict.
cool, like if you could like set up your own business. But this is this obviously is our business. It's,
Yeah.
Our YouTube thing. But I was like, that'd be cool if we can get comics sent to us for the show.
Yeah.
So where we
I mean,
and
you
then
can always.
eventually sell them or
I mean,
get people out.
you can always get. I mean, you can always get a comic book store to like, not fund, but back you guys, like to where they
Yeah.
give you, like
That's what I
kinda-
want eventually.
Yeah,
like
like
sponsorship.
Yeah, like a sponsorship type thing. Like
Yeah.
they give you the comics, you read them, you tell people about them, and then you just tell people about their stores. Like so, it's like a little sponsorship.
So that would be
promotion
cool,
deal
dude. If
thing.
we can pull that off eventually, that'd be cool.
For sure, yeah. Got some comments here. Remo said it was six-ish bucks a month if you buy the year.
That's a good deal.
Link said he recently rewatched Static Shock. He was awesome.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Now that I think about it.
They'll be adding new things periodically, and they're currently working on
of
getting
course.
licensing
Yeah.
back.
I mean, you're gonna have the Swamp Thing show eventually.
They're gonna try to have everything. I just kind of wish that it was a WB streaming service because like it would just mean so much more. Because not only that, you can get their live action stuff like
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Smallville.
Yeah, Smallville. I don't know.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
All kinds of
Charm,
stuff. Yeah.
Felicity, One Tree Hill, like just all those.
Well, I mean,
all
I don't know
those
if I'll put
shows.
that on a DC like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If
superhero.
it's a WB streaming service,
Yeah.
WB, you just get everything that
Okay,
WB has ever.
We
ever
might be
put out.
heading down that road eventually, like the way TVs are going now.
Yeah,
You
streaming
know,
services.
People
the
are just
that's
streaming.
The,
you know?
yeah, it's the future.
Disney's already got theirs planned.
Yeah.
They've already announced that.
And Disney's probably is going to be the biggest due to their library.
The Marvel.
Yeah, now with the Marvel movies coming out every year and stuff like that, Disney's probably going to have the biggest
Yeah.
streaming service.
And they already announced that it's going to be cheaper than Netflix.
Yeah, and that's crazy because I can only have. Is there any more new information on the Disney
For
one?
Disney.
Because I can literally only assume because when I was told about it, because I have a friend who works at Disney and I was told about it, and they said that what I was told. Oh, Ramos says set photos for Doom Patrol just dropped.
Thanks, Ramos. You're hired as our internet man. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What they look like?
Yeah.
Doom Patrol.
Oh, nice.
Straight out of the comics.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Looks pretty good.
Crazy
Looks
Jane
good.
definitely looks crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Negative, yo. Mr. Negative
Who's
looks,
this?
yo. Mr. Negative looking.
Now you Negative Man.
This is Negative Man, or is that Mr. Robot? What is it?
What is it?
What's this?
Bottom left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Robot Man. That's Robot Man. That's his neck and jaw, and his leather jacket.
Mm.
What?
You're only seeing half of his face, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So that's like, I can't. Yeah. So like at the very top there, it's his ear.
Oh, I see right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's this?
It's
Negative.
Negative, man.
Negative Man.
No, you're good, Ramos. Mr. Negative's fine. That's a dope name, too.
Mr.
Yeah, they look good.
Dude,
They
I'm
look really good.
so hyped. What?
So wait, it's
They look great.
Mr. Robot Man.
No, it's Robot Man, Negative Man, Crazy Jane, and Elastigirl.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the Incredibles did.
That what? Okay.
But Robot Man, I thought they were going to use special effects on Robot Man, but it's actually practical. Like I thought they were going to do like CGI or
Well,
something.
that's the thing with Hollywood. They just want to do CGI.
But is it
everything.
Brandon Fraser underneath that, or is it
He's doing
just
the voice.
No, he's
Somebody
doing,
else is
yeah,
doing the acting,
Someone's
yeah.
doing the physical stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
They're like, no. Can you imagine? Like, we like your look and your body and everything else.
Yeah, but your voice.
But your voice, Brandon
Ah.
Fraser, can you do his voice? Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not doing anything. It's like,
He's literally not doing anything. He's just
he
sitting
looks
there waiting by
weird
the
too.
phone.
He looks like the guy
Oh, here we
from
go, we got
Jurassic
full.
Park.
We got full body pictures.
Yeah, the leg.
And what? All right. So the powers. Remind me. What's their powers? Oh, dude, that looks dope.
Yo. What?
That's cool.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight out of the comic.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, there's the actual Robot Man actor.
Don't say a word.
That's great.
Yeah, when you're on the street, you can sign stuff, but do not talk.
What if he like just all of a sudden says something and it's like he sounds like a mouse or something? He's like, hey everybody. Hey.
Ramos said also Brendan is thinking about acting out the scenes as Robot Man and having the actor mimic him.
I mean, so what's the actor for then? Why didn't he just do it? You know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't have the
Ramos
body.
said, Incredibles avoided copyright infringement from DC by only referring to Elastigirl's Mrs. Incredible for the first movie.
I didn't know that. What?
But they called her Elastigirl in the
Yeah,
first movie.
yeah.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, they called her Elastigirl in the first movie.
Elastic.
When the right when the movie starts. And Incredible, gets the cat out of the tree. He gets up to the rooftop, and then he's like, Elastigirl, and then
Yeah.
during advertisement. Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Forgot to
That works. Yeah,
Robot.
that's fair. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that works.
Brendan Fraser looks like the guy from Jurassic Park. With the top,
That's a robot man from the comics.
Yeah, it is.
And then
he looks punk rock, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then Native Man.
He's cool. What is it? Or so what's Negative Man's powers? Negative powers? I don't know. What's his powers?
Radioactive, soul self, capable of flight, intangibility, and can generate minor explosions upon contact with positive energy. Temporarily. Astral projection.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's dope. Holy shit.
Larry Trainer. Yeah.
He ain't no Franklin, but
Yeah, but hey, but still, bro, come
cool.
on.
I mean, he ain't no.
He ain't no Franklin.
He ain't no Franklin, but
What's Franklin look like, anyways? Pull up Franklin.
Franklin's
exactly.
he looks like a kid.
He don't have a costume now?
No, he does. Yeah, he was part of a couple different teams actually.
And he was a
Growing up.
celestial, he was
Yeah.
like.
It's Franklin.
He was like
Ain't nobody got anything on Franklin. That's the boy. Literally the boy.
You don't have any. Do you know?
Franklin?
The kid. Yeah, Franklin Richards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to see what his costumes look like. Oh, that's pretty dope, actually.
It's one of his costumes from when he was older.
It's almost like a doctor.
That's him
See, he
as a
has like
kid.
that Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that's when he literally created the universe that everybody's in his bedroom.
It's ridiculous. His powers.
They said that he created
What?
Earth 616,
Yeah.
like the Marvel continuity that's going on in the
Dude,
comics.
he like
created.
Galactus came down to him like, hey, you want to be one of us? Because you're like really powerful.
How is he not the most powerful person in Marvel?
It's stated that he's one of the most I don't know, I don't remember the wording, but one of like most powerful earthbound
Mutants.
mutant.
Let me see if there's any more photos.
Franklin. They could have gave him a cooler name though.
Franklin? Just a
Oh, Franklin.
I don't know.
Like, how do these guys take him seriously?
they don't.
They like Galactus.
He
Galactus
started.
flies down and he's like,
Nah.
"I am the great Galactus."
Everybody
And
knows
he's like,
that. He's
"Hey,
like, hey,
I'm Franklin. Hey, what's up? Hold on, let me create a world and destroy you real quick."
And then go to sleep.
Franklin.
Ramos said, did you hear that theory that Galactus is within the Power Stone? Well, there's two. One is that he's in the Power Stone. The other one said that he was unleashed by the snap.
Galactus was released after the snap.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on when Galactus made his first appearance.
Oh my God! If they have
'Cause in the
Galactus
comic
on
books-
the big screen,
Because
dude,
in the comic book,
looking the way he does in comics, I'll freak out.
No,
I don't remember. I don't know.
I'm on comicbook.com and this one thing says Norman Reedus wants to play Ghost Rider or Silver Surfer.
I can see.
Yes to Ghost Rider,
Yeah,
no to
no,
Silver
yeah.
Surfer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
It's a weird couple, just like
Yeah.
either Ghost Rider or Silver Surfer.
maybe
They just
like
pick one.
maybe that's his character. Like,
Ramos said, yeah, because in the comics he was born in the Big Bang, so they're saying in a similar way he could be born from the snap. Okay, so that's a new theory going on.
Yeah.
Okay, not an actual. Because yeah, in the comics he was. I'm pretty
you
sure
imagine
Galactus was before everybody.
can you imagine the end of this movie? Galactus shows up, or like
Dude,
in the middle of the movie.
You don't understand. I want that so badly.
That'd be so awesome.
I want that or they're fighting. They're fighting and like okay. For example, so somebody's fighting, right? And
Yeah.
then as they're fighting, they kind of get like teleported off someplace else. But the person, it's two people. Pick whatever two person you want. I don't know. Pick a person. Marvel,
Hulk.
Avengers, Hulk,
Mr. Fantastic.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for.
No, you're
for,
good.
Um,
So he says Hulk.
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay. So they're fighting Thanos, and one of them gets injured really badly, and they get kind of like teleported someplace else. All of a sudden, now this is not for the Galactus one, this is for the other ones. All of a sudden, because they're so hurt injuredly, all of a sudden we're gonna have to go with Iron Man on this one because you can't really mimic. I don't know if you can mimic. I don't know if they can mimic Hulk's. I don't know. We'll go with Iron Man. He gets injured so badly. Banner kind of like is transforming back into Hulk, and back into Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk's transforming back to Bruce, and Tony got injured so badly that you kind of see Tony on the floor, and Bruce is looking at him, and Bruce is just like, Tony, are you okay? Are you okay? And then he kind of backs up, and he's just like, yo, what's going on? And for the comic book fans, it's Tony being very injured, reverting back into a scroll, but we don't know.
Son!
But and then Secret Wars, and then end scene Secret Wars.
Oh my god!
And
Oh
that's
my
it.
God.
No, I would.
Oh, lose
my
my
God.
mind. A scroll the whole
Dude,
time?
because
Like
there's,
his
there's a
here it
lot
is.
of there's
His
a lot
mask-
of theories.
Like he
There's-
looks up and his mask pops up, and then you see his face just turn from Tony
Yeah.
Stark to a scroll.
There's a lot of theories that the Skrulls might have already infiltrated. But
yeah.
we don't. But we obviously don't
I was
know
thinking,
yet.
I was thinking Captain America and
A lot of people think,
Scarlet,
Scarlet Witch,
or not Scarlet Witch,
Black Widow, right?
Black
Yeah,
sorry.
a lot of people think Black Widow.
Yeah.
In the theory, a lot of people think Black Widow is a Skrull, and I was just like, oh my god, that'd be awesome. Because
Cause-
you never really ever see her. I forgot what the theory said. It's
And the
like,
Hulk, like I think the Hulk's a scroll
Mhm.
because he can't turn into the Hulk. You know, like they're playing that.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of theories about.
You know what I mean?
One theory was like that Loki isn't dead and he's actually.
Well, did you see the one where
you
they
see
had him
that?
wearing the
Loki.
Agumano?
Who, Loki?
No, they had Bruce Banner in a picture somewhere I saw online where he was wearing.
Hey, I think that's for the next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's for the next movie.
So You didn't
Yeah, there's
see
a
that?
picture with him wearing the Eye of Agamemnon, but I don't know. I think it's
Bruce
it's
Banner.
for the next movie though. Yeah, dude. Like, either if they go out, they have to.
can you imagine the
The-
Hulk with the
like,
Eye of Agamotto?
Dude, you're setting up. It's been 10 years. You have to be setting up. Thanos is a big bad guy, sure, but set it up to where Thanos is not just. He wasn't like, he had his own mission intent, but he was sent by somebody
Someone,
else, and you don't know that, but you just because let's say Thanos was doing what the person who told him to do at first was, but then he went off script and tried to do his own thing.
Well, what if? All right, so for instance, like you know how they all vanish, like the heroes, superheroes. So what if like somehow they come back, but it's not
And
really
they're
them, but they're
Skrulls, yeah.
scrolls.
I know that.
You know what I mean? Because and they're still locked away in this. They're still locked away in this. The Soul Stone or wherever they're at, right? But the heroes come back as scrolls, and
Yeah. Ramos says they pointed out that the Power Stone can consume planets with a simple touch. What does Galactus do? He consumes planets. Could you imagine if they defeat Thanos and Cap and Tony are standing over him, then all of a sudden Cap kills Tony and turns green?
oh, dude.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Ugh.
See, but that
And then
like,
Fantastic Four shows up out of nowhere.
We'd
It's
have
like,
to
oh my
Ramos.
God.
We'd have to rework that one a bit because that's I don't think that would be like for me personally watching that like on screen like they just be Thanos and then Cap like kind of kills Tony and then turns green. That's not dramatic enough for me. Like I need there to be like an entrance like I don't know because like just seeing Cap kind of like turn to Tony and just kill him. And then just turn green, it wouldn't be enough for me.
It seems like kind of like an out of nowhere, just like you're trying to.
Well, I don't even know if
Yeah.
kill them necessarily. Like I wouldn't mind the.
Probably not kill him, like injure him very badly and have a scroll take over, like as Tony.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even Black Widow or
Yeah.
someone. Like that's how you see the scrolls, and then like all of a
It'd be-
sudden
it'd be
Fantastic
dope.
Four gets
Yeah, dude,
introduced. and then,
Secret Wars would like that's something that because right now they're not really the only big storyline they went for was Civil War, and they really didn't do a good job of it at all. But I mean, obviously,
I like
from
Civil War.
from comic to movie, you gotta change a few things. I get it.
And
That's
then on
fine.
top of that,
And then they're doing Infinity War now, and
and then on top of
It's
all
alright.
that, like after the scroll and
it's been
stuff,
better.
they go to another scene and it's Ultron.
Ultron just climbing out of the water and just like
And he's like, because Ultron, like, I mean, if they did Ultron differently, he's like a really hard bad guy to defeat.
yeah, because
You
he
know?
had so many access points to
Yeah.
different
They
things.
tried to make him too.
Ramos says, well, yeah, that's the thing. No one sees this happen, and the two return acting all happy-go-lucky, but they both. Oh, well, no, Ramos, I understood you. Yeah, obviously this would be kind of like off panel, like no one else was there. It was just Cap as the Skrull, and he attacked Tony. Yeah, no, I get that, but I feel like
I wanted to be like
that'd be a cop out kind of like I'd want a more dramatic entrance.
They would have to do it in a way that nobody really
Would like
gets like killed.
Yeah.
It would be one of those like a betrayal, and they have to live with that.
Yeah, because the moment I see Cap hit Tony, like if I'm watching a movie and I see Cap hit Tony and there was like no issue or altercation, I'm gonna be like, well, Cap's a bad guy. Obviously, he switched over to Hydra somewhere. Like somebody he just turned into that triple agent. Yeah, like I would expect something.
Did you guys ever see the Marvel Avengers show on Disney?
Yeah.
When they did the scrolls and everything,
Yeah.
did you see that?
It was
That's
good.
what I want to see. Like,
Yeah, it was really good.
like they basically kidnap Captain America and they kidnap all these guys
Mhm.
and then they become these characters
Mhm.
and then eventually get found out by I forget how they get found out.
Mhm.
Or someone finds Captain America all tied up. He's like, oh, they infiltrated us this entire time. Like that's what I want. That'd be amazing.
Well, yeah, because some of the scrolls some of the
Government.
to keep the thing to keep the character alive and all that stuff. Some of the scrolls had to not only are you became that person, but you got to keep the relationships going, marriages going.
Yeah.
Like you had to keep things going. So when the other person realizes,
How long?
Yeah, it's like how long? Like since
we've
when?
done stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
What's
different.
that one scroll? Now, do they all have this? Or there was one scroll that had
The Super Scroll?
Was that the Super Scroll? He had like fire and
Yeah, he had
he
different.
could stretch and
He had they can copy, but there was the Super Scroll who could do a
all
lot
of it.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But I don't remember how that happened. How
I
that
don't
came
either.
about.
Yeah, but that's cool.
I think the Secret Invasion would be a super cool thing to have like a long-term effect on the MCU.
Mhm.
But the fact that they're introducing the Skrulls in Captain Marvel, I really hope they don't just confine it to that one movie.
Yeah, that'd
Well,
suck.
they have to I think to do it right for the Fantastic Four, why not have the Skrulls in that movie, and then you're going to introduce the Fantastic Four at some point,
Yeah, somewhere.
either Captain Marvel or this next movie, somehow fit them in at the end or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we'll actually. I don't know.
I want to see that.
Because the deal just kind of the ink just dried.
Yeah.
They're already filming for these. These movies are kind of already in the
It's
process
really
of
early
being
for
wrapped
this
up.
stuff.
Yeah. It probably won't be Captain Marvel or the next this Avengers coming up, but it'll probably be somewhere after that. They'll probably start looking to throw those things in.
Yeah.
But it'd be I don't know. It'd be cool.
Right.
It's just crazy to think that they're already filming post Avengers 4 movies.
Yeah.
Like after the ending of the MCU as we know it,
Yeah.
they're already filming the movies after that. It's just weird.
I'm excited for it, man. To see the next one.
Ramos says Avengers 5 though. I'm expecting some X-Men Fantastic Four.
Oh, it's got to be crazy big.
Well, yeah.
Even
Well,
bigger
because
than
how
this.
many Avengers? You have Avengers 1, you had Age of Ultron, and then Avengers,
Yeah.
Infinity War, and then the fifth one. Yeah. By the fifth one, they should now start trying to roll in some X-Men Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah.
Which did they scratch Phoenix, or are they still letting that fly, or?
As far as we know,
Maybe.
they're still letting it.
Or
Still
did
letting
they?
it reshoots.
Yeah, they pushed it back. Yeah.
They pushed it back, but they're still doing reshoots. So
They should just scrap it.
And what about
They should
the
describe
New
it,
Mutants?
They pushed.
that one's pushed back.
Yeah, they
far.
pushed that back. Yeah.
Because the New Mutants, I believe, is August of next year, and then Dark Phoenix is pushed to early
Okay.
next year.
Because wasn't Dark Phoenix supposed to come out this year? It was supposed to come out in
Yeah.
October, right? It was like
I
something
mean,
like that.
New Mutants also.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Mutants,
New
we
Mutants
got a
was supposed to come
trailer
too.
like
Yeah, a while
months and
back
months ago.
Yeah.
I think Avengers 5. I think they really should start looking into getting in the X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
I don't know Hugh Jackman if you got like Hugh. So Hugh Jackman stated like back before Logan. He's always stated because before Logan he was kind of like already tiptoeing with the idea that he was kind of done. But he stated he had said something about like if they were to ever do X-Men, Avengers, or something along those lines, he'd be game. He'd be game. And I'm just like, we can do that. A lot of people are like, oh, how are you gonna do that? Blah blah. He died, and I'm just like, guys, follow the timeline. Logan happened in the future, like way off in the future. He can still come back as Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's just that like Logan it's in the future.
Yeah.
So he can always come back as Wolverine. And I think it'd be dope. Not only that, Ryan Reynolds, as you know, Ryan Reynolds has been on Hugh Jackman's case to do a Wolverine, to do a Wolverine Deadpool something.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds won't let it go. So I'm hoping that, between Ryan Reynolds and us, the fans, we can get Hugh Jackman to like do something.
That'd be cool to see him in like the gray black with the red.
Yeah, with the red eyes. Yeah, like his actual suit, but just gray and black.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Sucks for the people. I mean, we'll never get the yellow and blue, but hey, it's whatever.
I mean,
Yellow, blue, black, red.
Yellow and brown would be cool too. Like. Just
Like
that
his
whole suit.
OG costume.
Yeah, like just like the
brown,
not the shoulder pads, but like the
brown stripes.
Like the one
with
that
yellowish
he opened
orange.
up in the Wolverine. What was that one?
that was like a yellow and black.
Was it yellow and black? I thought it was
Yeah.
yellow and brown.
I don't remember.
That was yellow and black.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like sleek looking.
Because he opened one up, like a case up in the airplane. I thought it was yellow and brown.
Yeah, I thought
The
it
girl
was
was like,
something
interesting.
like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Ramos says New Mutants tested horribly. Apparently, Phoenix was just bland, but I don't think there's a point in wasting money reshooting them. I agree. Ramos said.
Yeah, I heard about the Fantastic
Did you see
Four.
that Tim Miller had planned it? Yeah, and
If they did that, that
Fantastic Four
would have
and
been
Deadpool
dumb.
too. Yeah, it should not have happened. The 2015 Fantastic Four. Yeah, about that. Yeah, yellow and brown. Yeah,
that is brown.
Yeah. That's why I was like yellow and black. I was like,
yeah,
no, it's brown. That's his like OG suit.
Oh man, now I'm pissed because I thought that was yellow and black. I was like,
yellow and brown.
dude.
I know. That's what I saw. It's like, oh my
Ramos
God.
said, I think they would have been the gag, like how the X-Force was the gag. True.
Well, they were in it. They were supposed to be in it for like a cameo, not like actually like supporting cast.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I don't know,
Yeah, but if you're gonna cameo,
I was kind of mad about
cameo
them not
correctly.
having the whole X-Force, what they did with X-Force. I wanted to see him in action, bro.
Killed them all off.
I want to see Shatterstar in action, straight up action.
Shatterstar is awesome. He's a dope character, and
And that guy was spot on, from the comic, bro. Like the way they.
And I don't like the fact that they just like killed them off like that, but it happens.
Yeah.
But did they? Because he went back in time and saved certain ones.
Yeah, he saved certain ones. I
So
don't think
you
he didn't like Shatterstar. Remember?
I don't know. I love that
Deadpool's
part.
pretty like if he doesn't like somebody, he doesn't like them.
I
So
love that part. He walks in. He's like, I'm better than you and everything.
yeah, he's like, so I'm basically you, but no, I'm just better than you and everything. And he's just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't like Shatterstar, so I don't know if he saved him.
Did you guys see that thing about Juggernaut?
What about him?
The red
No.
the armor.
If you look at the very end of the movie, spoilers for Deadpool 2.
Boo 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 boo.
He's coming out.
He's coming out of the pool where he got electrocuted.
Yeah.
If you look at the very side of the screen, he's
as they're walking away.
Yeah, and I
beside
tell
them.
you in our review, I said there's no way they can kill that guy.
No, you can't. He has
He's
this helmet on.
indestructible.
Yeah, as long as he will. It's not. Well, yeah, he has
Until he
his
gets his
helmet
helmet off.
Yeah.
There's no
You can't really
stopping
hurt
that
him.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can
dude's-
shock him all you want. You can do
Yeah.
whatever. He's badass, dude. I like Juggernaut. I've always liked Juggernaut as a kid.
I mean, I hope he comes back in the next movie if that's the case.
In the next Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Or X-Force or whatever they do.
If he
Like
comes,
that's
if
the
he comes,
menace. Like that's the menace they have to deal with because he's he's
Yeah,
going after. He's pissed. He's pissed like that.
Yeah, but we saw him in Deadpool 2. Do you really want to see him again?
Yeah, I do want to see him
another
again if they have
movie?
Wolverine. Wolverine and Juggernaut, bro. That's like iconic comic book right there. Dude.
Yeah, but
Him on top.
do you really want to see like so you had Juggernaut in Deadpool 2. And then in the third one, Juggernaut's like the main bad guy.
Not the main bad guy.
No,
Now,
it's
if
not.
I think
I want to see him fight some more characters.
I like not even make him side. Just do Brotherhood of Evil. Just bring in the team. Bring in Toad. Bring in Avalanche. Bring in.
Oh, there's that team versus team movie.
Yeah, make it
That'd
a
be
team
cool. Yeah,
versus
that'd
team
be cool.
movie.
Yeah.
So like Cyclops. Juggernaut comes. Yeah, he comes back. Sure, but he has his team.
Yeah.
Which I think would be because just Juggernaut by himself is not. Oof. Yeah, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not going to give him his actual suit. So yeah, that'd be definitely.
Well,
rough.
if it now that Marvel has a hold of it, I imagine they'll fix that if he ever
Is the
comes
suit
back.
thing, yeah,
They'll give him the his
revamp the red suit,
the ruby colored,
the crimson,
color, man.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I mean,
powered by crimson.
at this point, like, I don't know how much they would change with Deadpool. I think they would just kind of like let them do their.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Deadpool's doing. Yeah, Ryan
But-
Reynolds said that the deal has nothing. It won't affect their.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why not, like, now that you have the rights, make it the accurate colors, or
Oh,
make,
yeah,
make
they probably
suits look
will.
accurate.
Yeah.
So,
But at the same time, I think they have other things that they want to focus on more so. That I would love to see him come back, but I can definitely see them kind of like just moving on to different characters.
yeah,
Just making that one of those like, oh, he's still out there somewhere.
I want to
things.
I want to see a Hulk single movie or show or something. Like, why not bring the show back out?
We'll start a petition to give it to Universal. Come on,
Yeah.
Universal.
Yeah,
Universal's
I
the
know.
only one who's just at this point.
They're
just,
holding on to him.
Yep,
Man.
because they know like they're not gonna.
We got this roller coaster. We
Yeah.
can't change it right now.
They have.
Which I said they could. Why not make it the Green Lantern roller coaster?
Because WB and Six Flags.
Oh well, all right, make it the Green Dragon. I don't know. There's something.
Make it based on nothing.
Big Trouble in Little China. Who did that? Was that?
I don't know off the top of my head.
All right, let's make it a Big Trouble in Little China roller coaster.
Let's just keep it the Hulk.
Let's
That's
just
the
call it the
worst.
Green Monster. And
God.
then the Hulk movie comes out.
Let's call it the Scroll Coaster.
The Scroll Coaster.
Roller coaster.
Now has to be in the
Roller
show.
coaster.
Lou Ferrigno has to be in the show. So yeah.
Night Watch Kid, we haven't seen
Give him a yeah.
How's it
What's up,
going, man? What's up?
Yeah, dude, Lou Ferrigno, give him more work. He needs it.
Does he?
You want old? You want him like old?
I mean,
I mean, he was recently in Sharknado. That was like his big. That was his thing.
because that's where he is now.
Yeah.
That's his.
That's where
career.
they all
That's where
die.
your-
That's where
your
they
career
go to
goes.
die. That's where they-
Yes.
that's
That's
where-
where it is.
If you're washed up, that's where you go to die. The Sharknado.
Eventually, we'll be seeing some other people in Sharknado like 15.
They're done.
Something
When
like that.
Sharknado's done, we're gonna move on to something else like
Spider.
Spidernado.
Spiders. Ooh,
Spider Cane.
That'd be frightening.
Me, that's no.
Spider-Nado.
That'd be terrifying.
But like,
It's like a tunnel of webs.
yeah, and you get stuck in it, and then they eat you or suck your blood out.
That's getting weird to look up something too.
Spider-Nado.
Yeah, I was gonna look up.
I always thought it would be a funny movie, a sci-fi movie would be Zombies. They're zombies.
Undead bees.
But
They
they're
can sting as many
yeah.
times as they can.
During the day or night, watch out, it's zombies.
Death is blossoming.
Oh God!
I have
Death-
it.
Death is blossoming.
Death is blossoming.
Copyright that. You need
Dude.
to copyright
Oh my
that now.
God! And we can make shirts that say zombies.
Copyright it now.
Yes.
For all of you watching, you cannot steal that. That's Zach.
We're making shirts.
We're not pollen punches.
We're making shirts like a zombie bee, like pollinating
Like
something.
Zombies. Oh my God. What if the stinger at the end of the credits was literally just a picture of a bee stinger? Wait for the stinger. Oh God. Okay, I got a bit of a debate here for you guys. May not be a debate, but whatever.
Whoa.
Throw it at me,
Shane
son.
Carter
I already
says
read the title and I can't.
Power Rangers is a better franchise than Star Wars.
What?
Eddie,
Alright.
Eddie Shankar.
Open the floodgates. What do you guys think about that?
I want to read the quote here. Shankar says, I literally think Star Wars is not as cool as Power Rangers. Power Rangers is not about good versus evil. It's not and never has been. It's the lens through which the stories are told to us, through the narrative lens. But really it's about shades of gray. And it's always been about shades of gray. And it's about people working together to overcome those shades of gray. I think Star Wars is effing horrible. I think Star Wars is a terrible franchise.
Wow, holy
It has
crap.
terrible values. What are you teaching people with Star Wars, right? Oh yeah, we're the rebels and we're just gonna blow up people who dress the same. But it's good versus evil. It's terrible because there's really very little evil out there. The evil is taught to us through a narrative, but the evil has a point of view. The evil has a perspective, and if you don't get to know the perspective of the evil, then how do you know you're not evil? End quote.
Go Power Rangers! At the end.
Shankar currently has his hands on another fan favorite franchise in Castlevania, which will return to Netflix later this year.
Yes.
Go.
Ramos says he's big mad someone didn't like The Last Jedi last
Seriously?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
the
but
last. I mean,
unfortunately,
The Last Jedi was bad, but I don't know if I'd ever
Yeah.
started the. Yo, first and foremost, let's clarify something. Power Rangers and Star Wars are. I don't think that's something that you can even
You can't compare those.
them because they're
Yeah.
not
yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. That. Oh my God, is he?
Whoa!
That was a lot.
You had that versus.
Yeah, like, come on, like there's such a
Yeah,
difference.
because like, all right, so if you have a Power Ranger versus a Jedi, the Power Ranger's dead.
Yes, I
By the
agree.
time he goes
I
like
think,
this.
I think yeah. Star Wars doesn't. I feel like Jedi's or like just Sith Lords ain't gonna sit there and wait for you to transform. It's more like
Right.
it's more like that's how it works.
That'd be awesome.
Like the moment the moment the hand comes up, he's attacking. Zoom, like that's it. Like what do you?
We should have Darth Maul versus Green Ranger, like just to settle it because
It would, yeah, but like
Or like he jumps in his
Tommy,
sword and then like
like
the Sith or Jedi just crushes his
Could you
sword with
ima-
his hand.
What did wait?
Could you imagine?
Mine says, "I love Power Rangers to the point that I've got the Green Ranger tattooed on the leg, but it is not better than Star Wars." Bet his Star Wars fan theory didn't come true.
I just don't
It's
get.
true. It is that tattoo.
Yeah,
Green Ranger.
I
But-
just
I did watch
you can't like.
the special they just had out and Tommy was on it as the Green Ranger. The Power Ranger special on Nickelodeon recently.
Do you know Megaforce?
No, Ninja Steel, Super Ninja Steel.
They had another special with Tommy in it.
Yeah.
The last special I heard of was
It
the.
was their 25-year special, and they had all the old guys on there, and the old ones look super washed up, other than him.
Really?
Like super
Washed up Power Ranger.
The one guy had a
It
wig.
was- it
The
was-
one guy had a wig on
It
his
was
head.
Ninja Steel.
Ninja Steel, Super Ninja Steel.
Cause Super Megaforce was the one.
No, it's Ninja Steel now.
Really? Cause Megaforce was the one. Megaforce was.
And he was
What
multiple.
was it? Ninja Steel, Dino something.
I lost track.
It was Dino something. Then before that it was Super Megaforce, and Super Megaforce had the whole like the old like every Ranger in it.
No,
And I didn't know Ninja Steel did it again.
Yeah, Ninja Steel did it
that's-
again, and then they had Tommy was like 3 different Rangers. He was this Black Ranger that could be.
But did he have his mask off on all of them? Like was his helmet off?
Well,
That'd be crazy.
not really. He
He's
was
just that powerful. He's just all.
he was some Black Ranger,
Yeah, because Tommy's been.
Gemini Ranger, or something.
Yeah, Tommy's been.
The White Ranger, and then he was the Green Ranger at
Yeah,
the end, and which was the best. I was like, yes, Green
Yeah,
Ranger, the best.
he was a Black Ranger, Red Ranger, White Ranger, Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Mine says Ninja Steel is awful.
Yeah.
It is
Black
awful.
Ranger was Dino
I had to watch it
Thunder.
though. Tommy was on there. So.
Yeah, Black Ranger was Dino Thunder. He was Professor Oliver. He was the teacher. He was teaching the kids, and the kids found the stone, And then he's like, oh, I haven't done this in a while, Morgan time. Like, yeah, he's just, like,
Doctor,
yeah.
professor.
Yeah, he
all
was
over.
something. He was a teacher or something.
He's not
Doctor,
only
professor.
I'm not only a doctor, I'm a professor as well.
Tommy's the only ranger to like,
Dude,
because like other rangers do show up in other rangers like TV shows and stuff, but Tommy, yeah, green, white, Zeo red, Terrible red, and the Black Ranger. Yeah, he was 4.
Oh, okay. Black Dino Ranger.
Someone needs to explain Power Rangers to me, because this shit is confusing. I felt like the color picked you or some shit, but you can't just wear whatever color you want. No, the color doesn't pick you. It's just you're. Nah, it's not one of those like that. It's not like
But they did have.
yeah, it's not like Voltron, where kind of Voltron, the color kind of picked you, kind
Hey,
of.
watch yourself.
I'm just, hey, whoa, I'm not trying to offend anybody here.
Voltron is
I'm just gonna take a sip of my water.
Well, no, Ramos, it's not that he kind of like picked whatever color he wanted. It's just as the show progressed, it went from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where he was green and white, and then it went to Zeo, where he what's it called? Jason and Rocky left. And then he became red, and then he was the leader of Turbo, and he was red, and then later on, way later
Turbo,
on,
that's what I was thinking.
he became the Black Ranger and Dino. Well, in that trailer for the movie, they had the color in the water, and it matched their suits. So that's why.
Oh, I heard.
Well, yeah, because they had the stone in the water. When they had the stone kind of glowed as they were closer to Zordon's.
Didn't you say he's gonna be in the new movie?
Who?
Tommy?
I did say that.
Yeah, the second one's gonna have introduced Tommy.
What
But
if he's that
they don't
one-
know.
what
They
if he's
don't.
that
They don't
Power
know if
Ranger?
Tommy's gonna be. I mean, it
Didn't they
obviously.
tease him at the end of the first
Yeah. At the end, they're in the little detention
Okay.
thing, and then they're like, the teacher's reading off the names, and he's like, Tommy Oliver, Tommy Oliver, and then all you see is a jacket and an empty desk, a green jacket, if I remember correctly.
Tommy's coming back from the bathroom.
But in the comic book now, they have this like King Ranger or like this White Ranger that would like. Have you seen that?
Hmm?
In the new comic book, the new Power Ranger they have.
Tell them about Lord Jacon.
Yeah.
Lord Jacon.
What if he's Lord Jacon? Like in a movie.
We're if you're so for any of you guys that don't read Power Rangers at the moment, you need to read Power Rangers because Lord Jacon is basically it's a Tommy from an alternate universe that went evil, and he goes around just like if past, present, future. If you were a ranger,
Kills you.
he kills you. Yeah,
What if
and
they
takes
do
your powers.
Why
Like
would they do that?
that would
kinda
be
cool.
that would be intense.
Because I saw that.
That
Picture.
would be
I saw that picture of what he looks like. He looks badass, dude. Like he's sitting on the comic Zach.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting on this like throne, just like chilling like this.
Ooh, Ryan reads the comics. Technically, in the
Mhm.
comics, yes, you have an army of one type of ranger. Yes, you do. Ryan said, no, in the show, Zordon really just randomly picked out teams to fulfill the role of that particular colored ranger. Yeah, but like in the OG one, it's not like. I mean, I don't know if I'd say like particularly colored ranger because it's not like you'll be the Red Ranger because well, I mean, I guess he did do that. I don't know.
Whatever, it's Tommy and he's badass.
I don't know.
Power Rangers is just like, because you could also remember at the end of Power Rangers you can also transfer your power coin or your abilities to another person. I mean, I don't know. There's a whole thing. Power Rangers is dope. Power Rangers is super dope, but Star Wars is Star Wars. Like, how do you can't compare the two. They're both really big franchises in their own rights. I mean, and Star Wars has been out way longer.
Yeah,
So
I still want
I'm
to see that though.
I'm pretty
That's the
sure.
guys.
I'm pretty sure Star Wars
I
has
wanna
like amassed way more fans than Power Rangers has.
Now, when they're morphing into their rangerness, right? They're morphing.
Rangerness.
You know how like they show like a
Yeah, the little cutscene.
little cutscene.
Yeah,
What is like the bad guy mesmerized by this cutscene?
that's exactly what happens. That's
And
exactly
then they
what
morph
happens.
into these rangers. It's like
It's-
you could kill him right
There-
now.
there-
Kill him.
Yeah, there's been certain there's been certain times where there has been realism to the whole morphing thing, where like they try to morph and then like somebody stops them or something like that. But it's
He just comes.
like,
He's like wipes it out of their hand. He goes.
That would be a really cool action scene. If they're like fending off like a group of guys, and then like they can morph like one arm at a time and like take a couple of guys out with that like one superpowered arm, and then like morph like a leg, and like have to like fend these guys off while they're morphing.
Yeah, I think someone did do that. Like
Really?
it was a part. Like I think it was like they had like the body part, and they were like fighting, and then the helmet came on or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just want to see the bad guy ram, like as he's about to turn, he just comes up and he's like,
Link knows. I know in Samurai.
and it falls out of his hands, like no.
While they're transforming, the
And
movie
he's
around,
like,
he just like walks up and
with
just
his
like
sword.
holds a knife out, and they just like move into it while they're transforming. And he just like walks away.
In Samurai, there are two people with the Red Ranger, or with the Red Ranger ability. One was I think his name was Jaden, or no, I don't know, I don't
Jaden
remember.
Smith.
No, dude, stop. That's not even funny. If Jaden Smith became a Power Rangers, like, mark my words, I'm done with Power Rangers. And I've watched every single.
But he's the Karate Kid, the one.
No,
and
he's
only.
not,
Dude.
No, he's not.
No.
Yeah, there was in Samurai. There was two Red Rangers for a bit because it was the main dude and then his sister. Ryan says it's a bit more elaborate in the comics. Zordon was panicking during invasion from Rita, and he literally randomly picked up 5 people that thought it was the Rangers, and there was a big burly Russian as the Pink Ranger. Yeah.
Lord Zed.
Well, yeah, because it's not like girls. It's not like yellow and pink.
His
Yellow and
brain
pink Rangers
like
can
body.
be guys too. Yellow and pink Rangers can be guys. They don't have to be girls. Like in Ninja Storm, the Blue Ranger was a dude, or no, it wasn't blue. The Yellow Ranger was a dude, and then the
Yeah,
blue,
there's
like
on
teal
Ninja still. There's
was,
a yellow guy.
was yeah, exactly. People always thought that the color like pink and yellow were girls, but like they started changing that.
But the Black Ranger was the black guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at first, and then he became an Asian guy.
And then they had that whole joke in the
He
movie
went
where he was
from-
like, I'm black. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, he went from Zack to Adam in the in the Mighty Morphin.
For that Asian guy that was on that, the original one, he's like a, I don't know, 12th degree black belt. And
Is
kill,
he?
Yeah, he can kill you.
Interesting, because I didn't.
He's a real Morphin.
'Cause I know-
Ranger. He's
'cause I
like
didn't-
Tommy.
Because from what I remember reading about the Power Rangers movie was that none of them had any martial arts.
Well, they were
training.
talking about.
But maybe the Asian guy did.
I
don't
saw
know.
I saw some. Maybe the Asian guy had some.
Who here has training?
Maybe the Asian guy did.
Me.
Because I know the rest of them trained. Like I know the rest of them they trained,
Yeah.
but like trained for what? There was no fight scene. Their fight scene was literally them fighting like holograms, and then they
Well, I
did
always
do a
thought-
little fight thing, and then boom, the rest of the movie they were in Zords.
I always
Like-
thought like they weren't really doing any moves. Like it wasn't an actor in that. It was the actor was somewhere else doing the voice,
Mhm.
and it was karate people inside these costumes.
Like in the OG Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
yeah.
No, in the OG Power Rangers, so like Super Sentai, which is the Japanese, the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
legit. So they would copy and paste those moves
Okay.
and put them for the Mighty Morphins for the USA version. But the like originally one of the main things
Yeah.
to be to be a Power Ranger, to try out for that role, yeah, you had to know martial arts. You had to be
Yeah.
able to act and know martial arts. And if you search up any of the like original Power Rangers, they all knew some form of martial arts. Like up until years, that's where you didn't need to know martial arts. You just had to have like basic acting skills. And then they just copy and paste Super Sentai.
That's awesome.
Because like out of suit, like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers out of suit, those guys were nasty.
Yeah.
Like, whoo, rest in peace, Trini. Like, yo, Trini was nasty. Yo, she was nasty. Tommy runs a martial arts school. He has multiple. He has a couple schools. Jason David Frank has multiple schools.
Jason Dave Frank, the true Power Ranger.
Yeah, like you had to have a Power Rangers was awesome.
Well, any Power Ranger that takes on Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah,
Is a true
Ryan,
Power Ranger.
Amy Jo Johnson, but Amy Jo Johnson used her gymnastics. At the end, you do a flip and then throw a kick. That's. You ever seen the movie Gymkata?
Oh, what's on Gymkata, son? What?
Yeah,
Dude, that is-
Gymkata is pretty
Oh
much
my
that's what Amy Jo Johnson did. She would do her gymnastic
was
backflip or
badass.
whatever,
You
and
never
then she
seen
would throw a
Gymkata,
kick
right?
or a punch. It's gymnastics.
It's like this.
Can be
Basically, this guy's like a gymnast, right?
Yeah,
like a badass
like a
gymnast, right?
nasty gymnast.
And they're like-
Wait, you ever watch Family Guy?
Yeah.
You never seen the episode where Stewie is like doing the gymnast thing, and all of a sudden ninjas start attacking him, and he starts like using the pole vault and like just that's Gymkhana. That's based off of Gymkhana.
He's basically this gymnast spy.
Yeah.
That has to take on these ninjas.
Yeah, dude, Gymkhana is awesome.
Gymnast spy.
Man, I love that movie.
It was good. They made a couple of them.
The first one was my favorite. By far the favorite. Like he's running through this village that has like these creepy dudes with like pitchforks and like whatever, and he's jumping on like there's lampposts and he's like doing flips and
dude,
it's amazing.
Yo, and you can see it too. Like he was a gymnast because like whenever he went to go do like a run or
gymnast
flip,
stuff.
he's like he'll start running and then like you'll see it on his face and he's just like. And then go into the move like how a gymnast would, like they kind of like do the Gymkhana, dude.
And he goes like this.
Link said obviously Red was generally leader though, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. When Tommy went from being the evil Green Ranger to Green Ranger, Tommy was.
I don't care. Tommy's badass.
When he became the White Ranger too, and there was still a Red Ranger, Tommy was in charge.
When he came out with his flute sword, and his giant Zord came out of the water, boom, son. That was it.
Ryan said they went to war with Rita, got their asses kicked. There were only like 2 or 3 of them survived, and they really took place in the 60s or 70s according to comics. They made it believable. Ryan is similar to Capoeira, the Brazilian martial arts that's dance based.
Have you seen that movie? Have you seen that movie?
What movie?
The Capoeira movie with
Which one? There's a lot.
where the guy's teaching a school in Miami, and the one kid in his class that he's teaching these kids this martial art.
Yeah.
And the one kid's like his cousin's like a gangster guy in Miami. Did you ever see that one?
I don't know. It doesn't sound
And
familiar.
then at the end he has to fight him, and they're both fighting the same thing, but he does a different way. You never seen that movie?
I mean, I might have. I watch a lot of martial arts movies.
I forget what it's called now.
And it was a Capoeira movie?
Yeah. He's basically over in Brazil in the army.
Okay.
And he learns this capoeira stuff, and then he comes back to Miami, and he goes to this high school he went to, where he knows the teacher. And when he goes to the school's like really bad, like because the time it was in, like the mid '90s, where he had his gangs, and he was running classes,
and he was just.
He walks in, and the teacher's like, he's like, hey, can you help me out? Like, take some of these troubled kids, and he takes these troubled kids and. Teaches them this, and then
teaches them the way.
It was pretty badass movie. I can't remember what it's called now though. If you guys know, then that'd be new.
It was, dude. But to the original point, Power Rangers Power Rangers being better, was it? Power Rangers being better than Star Wars. No. Like I can't say anything to that. Because
I can,
they're
and
two
it's
different.
not.
They're two different but like,
bro. First of all,
it's just like when I say I can't. When I mean like I can't say anything to that. They're two separate franchises. They're both great in their own way, but like you can't compare them. So I'm not going to try to compare them.
It's just so weird that there was a comparison in the first place. Like it was so passionate. Like
who
comes, Star Wars.
Yeah, like who comes out of nowhere and is just like, Power Rangers is better than Star Wars. Like that's not a. That's not. Now, if you would have said, Star Wars is better than Star Trek, that's one thing. Even then, that's still a tad bit debatable. What you're going off of is that they're both space movies.
Like, well, not only that too. It's like I don't know if they're looking at the newer movies or the older movies
for Star Wars. For
Star Wars. Because they have like these last few movies they've done weren't as great as some of the older ones. So.
Remus said, it sounds like it got some potential, but even if it was executed perfectly in live action films, it still doesn't sound better or more impactful Star Wars. And that's the thing. Star Wars is impactful.
Yeah, it's
like that's spanning generations. Power Rangers is like that spans generations too, but like it's not like people. I've been told people have told me when they first saw the Star, they have tears. Because of how beautiful just how amazing the movie is. Like people are telling me, people older than me, they're like, I remember my dad. I was like 8, 7. My dad bringing me to go see Star Wars, and it just blew my mind. And I'm just like, I wish I could have experienced that. I've caught all the Star Wars films. I'm 24. I'm old enough to have caught all the Star Wars films that have been.
that had been out in
Two
theater.
young bucks here.
That had been out in theater, but like I can't like the raw emotion to have seen like the first like New Hope and
Yeah.
just like that would have been mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, well, I'm telling like, I fell asleep watching the new Power Rangers movie. Did I fall asleep watching Star Wars? No.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. I mean,
It's just like you can't like the TV shows are good. Okay, let me rephrase that.
The TV shows are great.
Some of the TV shows are good. Some of the TV shows of Power Rangers are good.
Hit or miss.
After that, yes, it becomes hit or miss. But Star Wars, like regardless, like Last Jedi for an example, I didn't like Last Jedi. But at the end of the day, it's a Star Wars movie. You still have to respect the prowess. Like you have to respect the directing, like the just everything that went into making the film. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's still Star Wars. It's still
Yeah.
a huge, just a huge thing. But I don't know how like who like how are you just sitting down and you're just like Power Rangers Star Wars?
Where's the Power Rangers?
Like where did that even
where's the
come
Power
in?
Rangers theme park?
Oh snap! He went there.
Just throwing
He
that out there.
went there. It's in
Where's-
Japan.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah. I'm pretty. I don't even. I'm not 100%
What
sure.
do you do there?
I'm not even 100% sure. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say I'm 95%
I
sure.
want to see that as the guys doing that.
I'm 95% sure that Japan somewhere has a Power Ranger theme park. I just
wanna see
feel
it.
like that's a thing. It has to be.
You have meet and greet with Lord Zed.
It's a huge thing.
Read that.
Actually, Power Morphicon just happened last week.
Yeah, that is
Power
the thing.
Morphicon is,
Wow, that sounds like a popcorn.
Power
Power Morphicon is the big.
Power Morphicon.
It is
Power
it's
Morphicon.
the biggest
Or like one of those Hatchimals.
convention for Power Rangers. Like
Yeah.
the biggest convention
Okay.
for Power
Everybody's
Rangers. Like
there.
it's huge. Yeah. Like all the Rangers from like spanning all the different shows like end up going there.
Real quick, I'm gonna look this up and then we should probably kind of wrap up. Yeah, Power Rangers theme park in Japan. Yep.
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised.
Wow,
Japan.
they actually
when
have a
Japan.
theme
No. When Japan likes something, they make a theme park for it.
Yeah, we got a meet and greet with Tommy.
Yeah.
Probably.
One Piece. An anime has its own theme park.
Yeah. One
It's
Piece.
ridiculous.
There's Conan Town. Detective Conan has their own
Yeah. I mean, we're still recording.
Yeah.
It's just,
Detective Conan has their own that was weird. It's charted like
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you just wanted to stand by. Or
Yeah, that's what it
auto
was.
log out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detective Conan, yeah, they have their own thing. Dragon Ball Z. If I remember correctly, I remember reading something that they have like full on, pretty huge Gundam statues too.
They transform too.
Yeah,
It's fucking
or
awesome.
something. Yeah, right. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
see,
what I
I
thought.
see.
Yeah, like dude. Japan. When Japan loves something, they love something,
Yeah.
and I respect that because
Yeah, I
if
wanna
you have
go
a
to
passion,
Japan, dude.
you got a
Like-
passion for it, dude. Like, by all means, that's all you do. What you got to do.
That's definitely a trip I want to make in my life.
Yeah. It's just awesome. But I don't know.
But anyway, I think we'll probably end on that.
Yeah.
It's a little past our time. But thank you guys for tuning in with us and watching. I've been Zach.
I'm Ryan.
John.
Fresh Cup of Comics. We're out.
We'll see you guys next Friday. Have a good night, guys.
Outro music. Outro music. Outro music.